Hello, gamers. Oh, sure. Welcome back to another amazing live stream by yours truly. How are we? How are we? Today, we are playing some more 428 Shibuya Scramble. Because, well, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we played this. So, we're here again. Here I am once again. Anyways, I can't help it. I have to break into song at a moment's notice. But yes, we're playing 428 Shibuya Scramble. I don't really have that much to say up front here, so I guess I'll just switch us over. Switch us over and then also pause the lo-fi beats and give you desktop audio instead. There we go. There we go. Okay, let me make sure this is good. Switch to Twitch. Okay, purr. I'm ready. Let's hit low gain. Oh gosh. I don't even remember what we were doing the last time we were here, but I got a gun pointed in my face. Time chart. Yeah, the real question, like, where do I go? This is to be continued. This is to be continued. This is a keep out. This is to be continued. This is a keep out. This is okay. So we have to clear the keep outs to be continued. So what do I need to switch? What does the keep out say? Can I forgot how to see. I forgot how to see the whatchamacallit. Let me just see what it says. Near my own sore head, I make it all the way to Shibuya Station, but there's no sign of the truck. I'll probably never find it just by wandering around randomly. It's already 12:35. The sales demo starts in 25 minutes. I have serious doubts I'll be able to find the truck by then. What should I do? I don't have anything to do. I just want to know what the thing said. What the dog doing? Oopsie! God damn it. Okay, can we make a difference? Oh yeah, I think we have to make it so we separate. We should split up. I make my way to Center Guy. I'm so focused on searching all over as I walk that I lose track of where I'm going and wind up bumping right into a man who's hurrying along with his daughter. Oh, pardon me. I hop back to my feet and go to bow to the man in apology. Oh, but then we bonk heads. Ow! That shouldn't even hurt. At least not me, anyways. He bows at the same time and we manage to bonk our heads together. Sorry. As her dad drops to his knees, clutching his head, the girl begins to wander off. Hey, Hana, wait! The man lurches to his feet and rushes after the girl. She seems like an odd kid, only 10 or so, but strangely cold and distant for her age. I mean, considering her father. Am I right, boys? Nursing my own sore head, I make it all the way to Shibuya Station, but there's no sign of the truck. Wait, hold on, let's take a sip of my drink again. I'll probably never find it just by wandering around randomly. It's already 12:35. The sales demo starts in 25 minutes. I have serious doubts I'll be able to find the truck by then. Right. It's the same. Is it the same keep out? I guess we have to do something somewhere else. But hopefully this time we don't skip it. How do I know when I can press? Okay, no, it just does it itself. How do I fix this? It's already 12. Is it possible to change something here? Oh yeah, don't I have to stop her from flinging it out the window or something? There's like a roach. And that roach ends up killing, what's her name? I challenge it to single combat. I can't remember if I did this before. It flitters aloft. It's gunning for me, alright. Bracing myself a step forward to confront it, which paradoxically helps calm my nerves. I get the sneaking suspicion that this isn't the first time I've done battle with one of these things. It's like I've trained myself to protect someone who's even more scared of them than I am. Pretty much. As I mull that over, the thing hovering in the air presses its attack against me. Now's my chance. I snatch up a nearby piece of cardboard and swat it at the creature hard. It sails out the window into a graceful arc, then flitters away into the world beyond. Phew, at least we parted on mutually acceptable terms. I didn't have to squash it or blast it with pesticide. Hefting the box labeled Anagachi, I scurry away from the graveyard of schlock merchandise. We did it, guys. We saved the world. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Phew, I made it. When I get back to the break room, Mr. Yanagashita is still clutching Chiri's hands. What the fuck is going on over here? Is this the same as when we did it the first time? With when we grabbed the box and ran? How do I... Can I fast forward? Okay, here's the Anagachi, or whatever it's called. Hurry up, hurry up. Man, you two shot that one down quick. Oh well, from today let's just focus on selling Burning Hammer. By the way, I asked, where is the Burning Hammer? Okay, so I'm assuming it's still gonna happen. I don't know if there's a skip. Or if technically I haven't done this, so it's not... I don't know. I don't know. Hi, Hydro! How are you? How are you? Hello! Let's go. Let's go. Chiri and I follow him out to the dog, but oh no, guys! The stuff is missing! Pookie is missing! Yeah. We've been through this before. Doing good in the final stretch of exams. How you been? Yo, you got this. Never back down, never... I'm pretty good. I got Loki to captain today, so I don't have to play him for a little bit at least. Like, consistently anyways. God, it is so... I understand Kylie's plight of... It is like... I swear to God, bro. You know, maybe it's just that I have bad aim, but it is so hard to hit my own teammates when I'm trying to heal them, and then they look at me like I'm trash, and I'm like, bro, you're like a mosquito zipping through the air. How am I supposed to help? Come down here if you want healing, bruh. It was right here a little while ago, like right here. Yeah. There it is. Let me in. I wish I could skip it. Give it back! No! If you want me to do a dramatic reading of this, check out the previous episode I did. I think it was in the previous one. I voiced this all before, but I'm not gonna do it again for no reason. Yeah. The world's recycling guide give me an idea. Okay, we have to find it. I do feel like the number of flyers are going down at least, though. I know, right? Thank God. The first day that we played was wild. I'm like, it's just that every match had basically the same team comp. It was just a toss-up of who the tank was gonna be. And then maybe, like, who the extra healer was gonna be. Because I swear, if there was 3 There was always like 3 healers, and I swear to God, one of them was always Ultron, and the other one was always Jeff. Sometimes the Jeff maybe could have been somebody else, and then the other one was like random. Yeah, it was literally Iron Man, like Johnny, Star-Lord, Ultron, Jeff, bro. Literally. I'm mine. I was like, bro, I'm tired. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Yeah. We definitely are not going to read this because I just read this a minute ago. Yeah. Are we locked out again? Did we even get the chance to choose if we're splitting up? I don't even remember seeing that. Keep out. Okay. Did I pick? I think I did. We should split up. Oh, okay, right. Let me go. What were the options for this? Because I remember we got the bad ending because she got so scared of that goddamn bug she died. I can't remember which one we did. Achi knew she had a point. He decided to back off. A bit of light shone in. Is this the... Looks like oops. Like someone on the adjacent building's upper floor had turned on the lights. Okay, yeah, and then I did this one. So I did this already. Which, yeah, okay. And the worst part is, like, I can't fast forward through this text that I've already seen 500 times, bro. What the heck is this? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we know. Grow 2 inches guaranteed is crazy work. Let's see, Anagachi. Dark silhouette. Ew, bro. It's one of them. Yeah. Yeah, we were gonna challenge it. We did that. Can I just get this? Can I go back? Because technically I did what I needed to do. So I should be good, right? Well, I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. Or maybe I just don't do this route. I have to do the part A. I mean, technically it flew away. So it shouldn't land in her hair. Hitomi, humor me for a second here. Tell me, what's the proper way to dispose of a plastic bottle? Okay, yeah. Listen, is it gonna fall in her hair? I just need to know. Stop playing around right now. Because I'm pretty sure we did this already. La 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 la. Go. Okay. Okay then. Okay, if you're really sure about it, I guess I could use your help a little while longer. Hitomi flashed him a little smile. Man, she's so cute, Achi thought. Okay, is this new? I can't tell. Oh, never mind. Then something else caught his eye. Huh? What's that there? It looks like something black had stuck to the top of her head. Achi, what are you staring at? You got something stuck there. What, on my head? It's still this one. Okay, shut the fuck up. Maybe I just grab the box and run? Oh, maybe that's what I do. Okay, wait, let me go back. Let me go back here. God damn it. No! I didn't mean to do that. Stop playing with me right now, bro. I swear to God, the world is against me. Do I just grab the box and run? I can't remember what I did last time. Okay, so it should still be in the room. Okay, so that's good now. And now I switch back to Achi's timeline. Okay, yeah. So this is right now. Okay. Let's not mess that up again. Let's see. Advice. I feel like I've given him both advices, and I still don't think I was right. Just keep your head down and stay out of trouble. I can't remember which one I did, because obviously I clicked them both. Maybe get back to the office ASAP. Reverse psychology or something. See you. Bye. Okay. Turn my laptop. Okay, it's still like, how do I get past this, bro? I have no idea. Is it whatever I do here? A weird sound. Because we don't want to investigate it, right? I need to get to the bottom of this or I'll never be able to concentrate. I don't think it's that, but it doesn't look like we've clicked it, so I need to get to the bottom of this or I'll never be able to concentrate. Because I'm pretty sure this just leads to that lady freaking out. It's coming from his own bag. A bug detector. Yeah, we did this already. Which I don't think is going to help. Eventually he zeroed on the signal, right? It's the lady. And then that's when that guy leaves or whatever. Oh my gosh. Bad end, yeah. Okay, let me go back. No, not that far. Not that far. Weird sound. So yeah, we leave it alone. Guys, when in doubt, don't investigate weird noises. Nah! You make one mistake, bro. Pain. Suffering. You know, I gotta focus on my work, for real. I like how it implies that he forgets that he even has it. Okay, and then this girl. Yeah. Do I have to actually read this? Because I know she gives us the expose. I swear to God we read all of this. Gourmet day in Shibuya. That's it. He'd be able to whip something up if he went with the foodie angle. Minorikawa got up from the seat. Excuse me. Hey, girl. That wasn't pretty impressive. Do you always eat that much? Not always. Oops, was that way too blunt of me? I mean, she is a young lady after all. Maybe I should change up my approach. Who the heck are you anyway? I'm a freelance writer. I was hoping I could do an interview with you real quick. You want to interview me? I do. I mean, girls all over the world worry about their diets, right? I hear that, yeah. So would you be willing to share your secret on your technique or whatever? Or your technique or whatever? For how to eat without getting fat? What, me? Sure, I mean, look at that figure you're maintaining despite eating all this food. Glazing always works, though. We knew that. Oh, you noticed? There's actually a lot that goes into all this. Yeah. The basic thing, though, is to eat 10 meals a day. Minorikawa struggled to keep his jaw from dropping. 10 meals a day. She flashed him a chubby-cheeked grin. You don't know how diets work, do you? Eating only 1 or 2 meals a day, that's what'll make you fat. Yeah, bet, 100%, bro. You gotta space your food out into smaller portions throughout the day. That's the fundamentals of dieting right there. Right, but what happened to the smaller portions part? Oh, I see. Any other pro dieting tips you could share? Well, for the basics, I say always drink protein instead of tea, you know? Drink protein all day? Seriously? Once again, it took all of Minorikawa's willpower to keep his thoughts to himself. Let's see, what else? Oh, there's this stuff called Burning Hammer too, but... She trailed off with the little wins. Wait, Minorikawa perked up. Did you say Burning Hammer? Oh, you know it? I've heard of it anyway. Okay. And then we get a map. Though full disclosure, I'm working with them right now. She handed Minorikawa an advertising pamphlet. Yeah. We've been through this before. Sure, thank you so much for your time. I'm gonna hang back and finish up my copy here. Okay. Yeah, same thing. He got out his cell phone. What if Toyama had gotten another of his crazy ideas? If he tried to hang himself again. The thought had Minorikawa too worried to work on his copy. Oh my god, is that him calling me? That's him calling me, I think. Phone rang several times before someone answered. Mr. Toyama, where are you right now? Right now, I'm on the run, somewhere near Shoto. Toyama was speaking in an oddly hushed tone. Shoto? After you left the office, some guys came by to collect on my debts, so I made a run for it. So he wasn't dead, but the situation was still pretty bad. Look, we'll get you through this somehow, Minorikawa said, hoping it was true. Let's try to keep your head down and stay out of trouble. Stay where you are now. Stay where I am, but what am I supposed to do? Toyama dropped in and out, like he was moving. Find someplace to hide and just lay low for a while. Alright. Okay. Okay, what's the other one that I'm kept out from? It's just this one in Tama, bro. I don't know how to progress. Maybe I won't bump into him now? Oh no. Can I not run into him? Because it seems like I just do that no matter what. Oh my god, like I'm always bumping into this guy, bro. How do I make him not bump into me? Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm gonna baby rage. What am I supposed to do here? Genuinely, what am I supposed to do? I've got 2 things left. Like, can I get into here? Like, it seems I'm where I need to be for all of the other routes except for this one. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Because if we go together, then he doesn't get his map or whatever. Which I don't know if that changes anything. Because we go together, and then what? I still bump into him. And then what? Bro, I think I might just have to look it up, to be honest with you. To be honest. Because we go back down the street. Because let me look at this. Because then she ends up leaving me anyways. Oops. And I'm like, come on, blah, 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 blah. And then she sneaks off, so I'm alone. And I get kept out anyways. See? Yo, shout out Starbucks. Just kidding. I don't know, they just were up there. It's really good and gone. And then Cheery's gone. Bro, who's this guy looking at me in the background? Can I help you? Salt 35. The demo starts in 25 minutes. I don't have time to keep looking for Cheery. What should I do? I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. Because, yeah, that messes up Minorikawa. So I'm like, I have to go by myself. We should split up. Because, let me look. Because I can't think, like, is it another one? Like, is something I do here affecting them? Grabbing the culprit, the arrest. Because I'm trying to think, like, what could be affecting this. Okay, so this is right now. This is, what is this, 12:35 or 12:40? Yeah, 12:35? Yeah. Okay, what else is happening at 12:35 that I could potentially deal with? Because I know that I can get him to let the guy inside, which I'm pretty sure I've done already. La 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 la. They came by this way. Oh yeah, I think they went that way. Okay. Alright, they're gone. I'm really sorry. Those guys might come back this way. Is it okay if we hide out here a little while longer? Yeah, sure, bruh. Because I do that, and that still doesn't change anything for me. Because they're here. They're here at his house right now. So, in theory, I guess they're coming from here, so I don't even know. Because is there anything I can do here at this time? No. I don't know. I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna look it up, I guess. Because I'm completely stuck on what I have to... like, do? I'm like, what do I have to change? Like, what am I missing? I don't know. Hold on, I got distracted by the fact that I had 1 million emails, and that very much bothered me. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, there we go.
Sorry, I had to do that first. It was going to bug me, I had to.
Okay, there we go. Get out of here. Okay, now we can look it up. 428 Shibuya Scramble. Literally sitting here for 30 minutes. Not a single goddamn thing done. Okay, which part am I kept out at? 12:35. Minorikawa. 12:35. Keep out. How the fuck do I stop this from happening? I thought it would disappear if I made a jump from Osawa, but it doesn't. What should I do to clear this one? Jump from 12:45, Achi. Here? Do I jump or do I click this? It does say... Got his teeth in frustration. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I clicked this, but I guess I never clicked this. That's so it's so annoying, bro. Like, cause I it was clearly faded out. Like I clicked it, so I don't know what happened. Yeah, sure. Okay, so this is what we're missing. Jesus. Talk about like you miss one thing and you like you have like no you don't even have any notes but like, oh, where should I be right now? Like, okay, I'm kept out. Now what? Like I just have to keep like clicking until I find the right thing. Like how was I supposed to know I had to go one time before? It's so annoying. Minorikawa took a look at his wristwatch and gritted his teeth. By the way, what sort of impression do you have of this wristwatch? Just respond with whatever comes to mind. Ugly, to be honest. Damn, is it that late already? He needed to head for the sales demo. The surveillance camera article wasn't done, but he'd just have to leave it where it was for now. As he was slipping his laptop back into his bag, his cell phone rang. He looked at the screen and saw Chiaki's name listed in the incoming as the incoming caller. Was she done with her interviews? Hardly, he picked up. Chiaki, how's it going? Several wet sniffles came through the receiver. Okay, I remember. No, we've gotten here before. Hey, why are you crying? Say, hey, are you crying? It's no use. Yeah. She's like freaking out. I remember this. Never mind. Oh, come on. This again? Really? I just can't do it. Don't worry about paying me. Just please let me go home. He did not have time to worry about Chiaki on top of it all. Look, just slow down and take a breath. Try and keep at it a little longer. You should have seen this coming when he first called her. Her shyness was practically pathological. But if he cut her loose now, all this frustration would be for nothing. But I can't do it. Sorry, I really am. Look, just calm down. Minorikawa was practically screaming into his phone. Just stay where you are until I get there, okay? Got that? Whatever you do, just don't move. Leaving the money for his coffee on the table, he strode out of the cafe. Street interviews were tougher than they looked. Not many random passerbys were willing to stop and do a back and forth. Still, being able to talk to people on the street was a fundamental skill for a freelance reporter. All Minorikawa wanted was for Chiaki to put in a little effort and make it happen. Although he found her personality frustrating, he actually quite liked her writing. Reading her words, you'd never guess what she was like in person. If she could just break the right story, he was sure readers would be quite taken with her. There was no time like the present. Damn, bro. The plaza outside Shibuya Station was as crowded as ever. Minorikawa looked around and soon spotted Chiaki. Hey, what are you doing? He asked. Girl, I know damn well that statue dirty as fuck. She was hunkered down in front of the statue of Hachiko, squatting in an odd position. A group of kindergartners was gathered nearby, peering at her with sadness in their eyes, like she was a stray dog or something. A pair of girls from Midoriyama Academy's kindergarten. They always hang around the train station after school. They're quite fond of killing time inside the Tokyo 5000 series display car, the new landmark by the Hachiko entrance. The beat cop at the station's police box has nicknamed them the Kinder Partners. Kinder Partners. Okay. What's this all about? Minorikawa asked. I wonder how hard it was to film in such like a dense popular location. Like how many of these people were just like random guys? I'm sorry. I was I was stirring my drink. It's frozen as per usual. ASMR, I'm squishing my slushie. It's really annoying. Like, girl, I hate drinking frozen drinks because they always obviously melt around the outsides before they melt in the insides, right? And so you're just drinking the juice around the outside and then you just leave a brick in the middle And obviously, you can't drink if there's a giant block in the middle. And then, like, it's so hard to stir with the lid on. Now I'm taking the lid off. And now my fingers are sticky. It's first world problems, I know. But still. Wait, let me grab a napkin. What's this all about? Minorikawa asked. This is how I end up when I lose all my self-confidence. I just want to hide. Oh, for crying out loud, get up, will you? I don't wanna. Stop crying. Chiaki sniffled and wiped at her eyes. Are we sure these are kindergartners? These look kind of, I don't know how old are kindergartners supposed to be? Let me ask you this. Minorikawa stared down at her. What was it that made you want to be a freelance writer? Well, I guess because I wanted to try my hand at writing? A dangling bit of mucus bobbed in and out of Chiaki's left nostril as she spoke. Ew. Okay. Minorikawa followed. And why is that? Well, I'm too embarrassed to say. Chiaki hid her face in her hands. Okay, never mind that then. Right now, you have a task that's been handed to you, and you can't just say you can't do it. Minorikawa tried to keep his tone calm. No magazine in the world is going to let a novice writer just write about whatever they want. You have to prove yourself first. Get your fundamentals down. I already know all that. Let me search that up. 3 to 5. These do not look like 3 to 5 year olds. But then again, I don't really know what kids look like. Like, I don't know what people are supposed to look like. I've never really hung around well, I mean, good, but I don't really have anybody young in my family. Like, I'm the youngest on my like side of the family that I see more often. So I've never really been around people who are like crazy younger than me. So like, I don't know what babies look like, how babies work, toddlers, children. I don't get it. My mind is an enigma. Minorikawa took the notebook from Chiaki's hands. Hey, she squeaked. Wait, you've only talked to one person so far? There sure wasn't going to be a story in that. Yeah, well, not a person exactly. Wait. What's this here? A cat? No, I mean, yes, there was a person in a cat costume. Okay, I will come back here. Oh, you know what? This is probably what happened with the Minorikawa one. I was probably like, oh yeah, I'm gonna read through the thing, and then I'm gonna go back and click that, and I probably just never did. I just forgot about it because I'm an idiot. I thought since I couldn't see their face, it'd be easier to ask them stuff. Fine, whatever. Now get back out there and get me some more. Minorikawa steered Chiaki towards the passing crowd. What? Now? Yes, now. We've got no time to waste. I'll even stand by and watch for a minute. Now enough with the excuses and get out there. Minorikawa looked on as Chiaki wandered through the crowd. Her anxious demeanor seemed to repel everyone around her. Also, I get, like, you know, Japan's probably safer for kids and stuff, but I still would never just let my, like, 3 to 5-year-old wander around alone. That's kind of crazy. I don't care how safe it is, bro. It takes one unsafe person in a crowd of, like, 1,000, you know what I mean? On the rare chance she did manage to flag someone down, the way she stammered through her initial questions made them take right off again. After a minute or two, she shuffled her way back, shoulders slumped. See, it's hopeless. Okay, some advice. First off, you aren't approaching the right people. Some people are clearly in a rush, you know. You're not going to have much luck trying to flag down a businesswoman who's visibly in a hurry. Now folks are waiting on someone. Couples. Groups. They're going to be less on their guard. But I mean, if I do manage to nab someone, how do I keep the conversation going? Chiaki asked. That was indeed the tricky part. Whenever I get an answer I'm not expecting, I get all flustered. Chiaki, have you ever played tennis? Tennis? Well, yeah, I was in my school's tennis club. She struck Minorikawa as being more the manga club type, but that was neither here nor there. Okay, that'll make this simpler. What's more fun, rallying with an opponent or hitting the ball off a wall? Rallying with someone else, of course. Minorikawa gave a hearty nod. And why is that? Because when you hit the ball off a wall, you already know where it's going to come back to. Revelation dawned on Chiaki's face. Oh. It's the same with interviews, Minorikawa said. Don't get flustered, enjoy the rally. But I don't think I'm composed enough to enjoy it. Don't overthink things. Just let yourself enjoy the small talk. Small talk? Oh, I'm sure I'm not any good at that. I mean, were you good at tennis right when you started? Or did you have to practice? Are you saying all those people who weren't good at first should have just quit right then and there? No! You gotta practice! I am pot calling the kettle black. I'm like, man, why am I not good at drawing yet? Girl, you need to practice? The fuck are we talking about? She was starting to waffle again. Okay, let me ask you this, Minorikawa said, taking a step closer. Are you happy with your life right now? I'm not happy with my life right now, no. Chiaki muttered. She hung her head in dismay. Okay, so start with that, Minorikawa said. Huh? Chiaki blinked a few times as she lifted her head back up. I'm not happy with my life right now, but what about you? Like that. Oh, sorry. I'm not happy with my life right now, but what about you? Like that. Oh, okay. A sliver of liveliness had crept back into Chiaki's voice. Minorikawa jabbed his finger right in her face. Right there, he said. Put on that face when you flag people down. Chiaki's smile widened. I'll give it a shot. Thank you so much. Sure thing. Good luck. Chiaki strode enthusiastically into the crowd. Oh, wrong person to ask for. And tried to flag down a Westerner who was hurriedly walking past. Did she even listen to a word I said? Minorikawa felt his short-lived triumph melt away. Am I just going to have to teach her everything again from scratch? Then he paused in surprise. Hold on. Okay, good. Whoa. Chiaki had snatched the man by the arm in an attempt to get him to stop. To Minorikawa's amazement, the gambit worked. Before long, it looked like the two were engaged in some kind of animated conversation. Maybe she would get an interview out of this after all. Heck, the look on her face was actually somewhat confident. Sometimes people could surprise you once you got past their surface issues. Now Minorikawa could head to the Burning Hammer sales demo with a little more peace of mind. Speaking of which... Crap, what time was it? In a panic, Minorikawa checked his wristwatch. Think about this wristwatch. That will tell you how to think about the opposite sex and whatnot. What? The demo was set to start in less than 5 minutes. Uh-oh. He really was cutting it close. Dang low blow. Minorikawa sprinted through the intersection, heading for the center guy. To be continued. Okay, we're on the right track here. But we gotta jump over to Tama. What's this here? A cat? You like warrior cats or something? Alright, let's jump over to Tama now. What should I do? Where could the truck that took the burning hammer possibly have gone? I'm standing there racking my brain when I hear a voice call from out from behind me. Excuse me. Are you, happy with your life right now? I turn to see a woman holding a notebook. Huh? I mean, just, sorry. Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions? I do not have the time for this right now. I'm more than a little busy. Oh, no. I mean, I understand if you can't. She gives me this intensive stare, and I can't tell if she's trying to be intimidating or if she's actually afraid of me. Something about her is definitely off. Way too jittery and suspicious for my liking. Whatever she wants, I'd rather not get involved. I'm actually pretty busy, I say. Oh, I mean, just real quick. It'd be a huge help, please. But, please, really, please. She bows so many times she looks like one of those drinking birds. A toy bird that functions by means of a simple heat engine mechanism, causing it to continuously dip its head into liquid and then rise back up. Sometimes falsely claimed to be the type of perpetual motion device, once a common sight in offices the world over. I can't help but feel bad for this poor girl. I guess I can give her at least a few moments of my time. This girl is kind of creeping me out. I decide to ignore her and move along. Well, I guess me doing this leads into the other one, so let's try this one. I can't help but feel bad for this poor girl. I guess I can give her at least a few moments of my time. Alright, but please make it quick. Oh! Thank you. Thank you so much. She goes back into drinking bird mode. So what was the question? Oh, right. So are you, happy with your life right now? Well, right now, as you can see, I am a cat. Oh, a cat. Yes, I see a cat. So, yeah, I'll put down cat. She just writes the word cat in her notepad. Right, thank you. Huh? Are we finished already? Yes, we can finish right there. She hangs her head a little and looks away. Well, that sure was quick. I'm not sure I get what it was all about. Did I really give her enough to be useful? I doubt it, but hey, at least it was over fast. I head off in search of the burning hammer once more. Did I do the right thing? I don't even know. No matter where I wander, though, I don't spot the truck anywhere. Now there's only 15 minutes before the demo's supposed to start. I'd better make my way back to the venue. Maybe Chiri had better luck in her search? Oh, hey girl. Back at the break room, I'm met by Mr. Yanagashita, who positively radiates despair. I hate that. Did you find it? I'm sorry, I tried. Yanagashita's shoulders slump further at my response. Have you heard from Chiri? I asked. No, nothing yet. I guess she's our last hope. All of a sudden, Mr. Yanagashita holds up a pendant. The situation's rough. I'd like you to wear this. It's a miracle stone like the one I saw back in the storeroom earlier. This ought to kick your luck up a notch. Oh, God. Now I see that Yanagashita is wearing another miracle stone around his own neck. Listen, after what happened when I put one of these on in Yakuza, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Using one bit of sham merchandise to help find another. Nice. This is the pinnacle of pitiful. That's what this is. Hurry up, put it on, before the luck runs out. How am I going to even get this over my costume? Mr. Yanagashita's eyes are all bloodshot. Something tells me that refusing his request wouldn't be wise right now. After a moment's hesitation, I take hold of the pendant. The stone is blue and glittery. Is that Chiri? Mr. Yanagashita squeaks. He whips out his phone. Ah, no, sorry, he mutters after listening for a moment. I think you have the wrong number. I guess it isn't Cheerio after all. Okay, okay. And yet he stays on the line. Huh? Really? His tone suddenly does a complete 180. Yes, please, thank you so much. As soon as he hangs up, Yanagashita strikes a victory pose. It's a miracle! Burning Hammer is back, baby! Huh? The recycling guy realized his mix-up and returned the boxes to the loading dock. Oh, for real? You girls did great, thank you! From the bottom of my heart. I've never seen someone come so close to literally jumping for joy. I'm going to prep the demo room. Tama, you bring the burning hammer inside. With that, Mr. Yanagashita practically flies out of the room. No way, I murmured to myself. This thing didn't actually work, did it? I examined the miracle stone more closely. It just looks like some kind of toy jewelry. I wish that I actually get paid my 20,000 yen. Hey, it's worth a shot. With the miracle stone still clutched in my hand, I hurried out to the loading dock. Whoo! I braced myself before actually stepping out the door. It's there! It's really there! The cardboard boxes are scattered all around outside. Wait, scattered all around? What happened to them? I suddenly have a very bad feeling about this. Apprehension gnaws at me as I open up one of the boxes. Uh-oh. No! I shriek and my vision dims. Oh, this is Achi's fault. The box is full of bottles of burning hammer, all of them smashed to pieces. Oh yeah, this is my fault as Achi. To be continued. Oh my god. T. Who can you trust? Clear the 12 o'clock time. Alright. Happy 1 to 2 p.m. Before... Oh, gosh. Okay. Before we do this, I do want to just clear the, I just want to do the wrong option for this. For funsies. Bye. This girl is kind of creeping me out. I decide to ignore her and move along. She refuses to back down, however. Wait, please. Please. She's begging out right now. She's got tears in her eyes. I really am super busy. Just one. Please, can you answer just one question? People are shooting us some weird looks as they walk by. Maybe it would be simpler to just answer her question. Then I'll get out of here as quick as I can. Alright, go ahead, I say. Oh, right. Okay, so it is the illusion of choice. It is the illusion of choice. It does not matter. Well, I mean, maybe something in... Well, no, technically we answered the question either way, so it just does not matter. But I'm not going to be a jerk, so I'm going to pick A as my, like, official choice. Okay. Previous screen. Select chapter. Choose chapter. I want to see the, I guess I'll just go from the time chart. Who do we want to visit again? I guess we'll go back around and we'll see what Kano's up to. Right? Oh, you know what I can do? I'll just go right here. Shattered. That picture is very sad. Tama. Actually, do we want to start with Tama? I mean, we can go with Tama Kano. I just feel like, you know, we were already on this one, so... Like, we were already just with Tama getting the full story, so might as well stick with it. Bottles of burning hammer littered the pavement, shattered into tiny bits of glass. Even if the recycling guy was really careless... Oh my goodness. Shattered into tiny bits of glass. Even if the recycling guy was really careless with the boxes, it shouldn't have caused this much of a mess. It looks like someone came along and actually threw them all over the place. The heck with this thing? I toss away the miracle stone, which has clearly brought me only bad luck. We can't have a product demo without a product, which in turn means I won't be getting paid for this whole fiasco. Okay, we can do this. We can figure something out. I try to give myself a pep talk, but I hear the doubt in my own voice. I try to brainstorm anyway. Finding inspiration is like trying to squeeze blood from a stone. I rack my mind for the best course of action, and at long last, I arrive at the conclusion. Somehow or another, I'm going to have to sell some burning hammer. I'm just going to have to find something else to sell. Well, let's try the burning hammer out, because that's what the ad said. Somehow or another, I'm going to have to sell some burning hammer. The flyers have already been handed out. People have come to the demo expecting to get burning hammer. I may have to put it into some new bottles and possibly water it down some, but getting this stuff sold is my only option. My eyes alight on one of the cardboard boxes, and I notice an odd mark that's stamped on it. Wait a sec. I've seen this before. I recall something Cheery said earlier. This is the sort of thing they sell in 100 yen shops or something. The mark on the box is the same one I saw at the shop that's selling the necklace. That's it, I can see if there's more at the knick-knack shop. Guided by this ray of hope, a glimmer, a sliver, the ever-dwindling light in the distance. Point is, there's not much. I head for the knick-knack shop as fast as I can run. Oh my god, hey Cheery. As soon as I reach the main road, I crash right into someone. It's Cheery. Oh, hey, you find it? She makes it sound like it's not really her problem. Not yet, but I think we can stock up at the 100 yen shop. The words are hard to get out while I'm panting as hard as I am. For now, just stay calm and go let the boss know. Got it. Leave it to me. Cheery nods, and I break back into a run. I'm practically praying as I rush into the knick-knack shop, where I immediately spot the cardboard box I saw earlier, still stacked up. Yes, I'm in luck. I dive into one of the boxes to check what's inside. It's packed with tiny bottles. There's no mistaking that noxious red liquid inside. That's burning hammer, all right. There's 50 bottles per box, and there are 4 boxes total. Assuming each bottle is 100 yen, including tax, I can buy the whole lot with the 20,000 yen I've got in my wallet. Mr. Yanagashita said he was selling the bottles at the demo for 15,000 yen apiece. That way, if we sell all 200 bottles, he'll be able to pay back his debts no problem. Whoa, what's the deal with you? The sales clerk's eyes go wide when he sees my getup. This stuff, I'd like your entire stock. I point at the burning hammer and the clerk makes an awkward face. I'm afraid that's already been sold. What? You mean like all of it? Nobody in the right mind could possibly want all of this. Yes, all of it, I'm afraid. Well, I'm not going to roll over that easily. Whether I earn that extra 20,000 or not hinges on whether I can get this stuff. Please, you've got to help me out. I'm afraid it's out of my hands. Then, could you get in touch with the buyer? Tell them I'm willing to negotiate? I suppose that wouldn't be an issue, but... Actually, would you mind waiting for just a moment? She said she'd be by ASAP. Who do we think it is? After 5 minutes of waiting, the buyer still hasn't shown up. I don't think she's coming, I say. That's odd, the sale clerk murmurs. She said on the phone she'd come by just after 1 o'clock to pick them up. I really need this right away. I understand that, but please. I mean, you're gonna get paid for it either way, bro. It's out of my hands. But now the sales demo had already started. If I come back empty-handed, what was the point of all this effort? Gimme. I've already said I can't do that. Gimme! Would you please wait a moment? Grrr. Why did I spend all that time trying to hand out samples? Why did I put this stupid costume on? Why did I miss out on lunch? Why? What was it all for?
Eek! Look over there! It's the chupacabra!
Huh? Yoink. Seizing the moment, I snatch up the boxes of burning hammer and make a run for it. Hey, hold it right there, miss! The sales clerk is quick to bar my path. Woof! I barrel my way right past him. I bump him harder than intended as I race by. He loses his balance and goes crashing through the display case at the front of his shop. At the same time, I hear something else topple over with a thud and gurgle. Some sort of liquid begins to gush from a red... I don't know how to say this word. Polyethylene container. Uh-oh. The sales clerk's eyes go wide. He stares, his stare fixed on something on the sidewalk nearby. It's a cigarette! What Looney Tunes? Ah! Oh my god, we killed that man. The burning butt ignites the liquid in a sudden, massive blaze. And now for today's news. Shortly after 1 o'clock this afternoon, there was an explosion at a variety store in Utagawacho in Shibuya, the cause of which remains unknown. Eyewitnesses report seeing an individual wearing a full-body cat costume fleeing the scene in the aftermath of the explosion. Police consider this individual a person of interest and have not ruled out the possibility that this bombing was a terrorist act. Several hours after the incident, the cat remains at large. Damn. Baden fled the country. Tama wound up as a prime suspect in an apparent terrorist bombing. If the buyer had shown up earlier, Tama's argument with the sales clerk might never have happened. To say nothing of the rest, as a matter of fact, the buyer was just outside the shop at the critical moment. She was held up when she happened to run into someone. That someone's actions at 13:05 are the key to changing Tama's fate. That's crazy. Okay. Well, so this is the right path, but I have to just do something different. Okay. Let's go see my favorite Omega. With his new American boyfriend. Following Kano's directions, Stanley drove towards the crime syndicate's hangout. There was a good chance that this was where Maria was being held. Traffic was practically non-existent, and they made good time. They cruised down Miyamasuzaka, then passed the train station towards Dogenzaka. All the while, the two men stared out the windshield, neither inclined to make conversation. They arrived at the Sencho intersection. Take a right here, Kano said. You nervous? You nervous? Stanley asked as he made the turn. His own tone was calm and level. Kano gave no reply. If this syndicate really was holding Maria hostage up ahead, he and Stanley might wind up putting her in danger by showing up there. If it came down to it, Kano wondered, could he count on the man next to him taking the hostage's safety into account? He doubted it, but there was nothing he could do about that now. This game will look kind of LGBT. Happy Pride. Happy Pride! They arrived at the Syndicate's hangout sooner than Kano had anticipated. It was a multi-tenant building in Tomigaya, southwest of Yoyogi Park. Sorry, Yoyogi. Black Lodge. Oh, Black Pub Lodge. Okay, why had a pub in it? Sorry. The ratty building looked like it might come crashing down at any minute. The Black Lodge sign out front looked deliberately ominous. Kano knew the place as a bar frequented by expats from various countries, as well as a hotbed of criminal activity. Hi, Ultra. Happy Pride! You're like, I don't know where we're saying Happy Pride to, but yeah! I'll take point, Stanley said. You back me up. He pulled a handgun from his suit pocket. It was a compact Glock, a model frequently used by the FBI or CIA. I got a Glock in my Rory. Is this a real... Do you think this is actually a real Glock? Loki, why does it look like it's made out of plastic? Is that just me? I've never seen a gun in real life before. Well, not like a pistol. Glock 17, a semi-automatic pistol developed... Oh my gosh, in Austria. I did not know that. Developed in Austria for police and military use. Notable for its incorporation of large amounts of polymer plastic in its design. Oh no, wait, okay, so it is made out of plastic. Okay. Okay, so I guess this is a real picture of a gun. Because I was like, this ish literally looks like a toy gun made out of plastic. And it's because it is mostly made out of plastic. And it's known for that. I'm like, ugh, brother, ugh. In its design, a certain... Hold on, I'm rubbing my eye. And obviously I wear glasses, so I can't see. A certain Hollywood film included a line of dialogue claiming that the Glock would not show up on airport x-ray machines, but since the gun barrel itself is made of metal, this is assuredly not true. Oh yeah, then we want FBI. Federal Bureau of Investigation, an American investigative bureau established by the U.S. Department of Justice in 1908. Has authority in matters involving crimes that cross state lines, as well as threats to public order such as espionage and terrorism. Generally speaking, the FBI conducts activities within the United States. And then CIA. Central Intelligence Agency. One of the principal agencies of the U.S. intelligence community, reporting to the Director of National Intelligence. Possessing considerable budgetary resources and a vast network of highly trained personnel, the CIA carries out intelligence gathering in covert operations primarily overseas. Okay. CIA carries out intelligence gathering and covert operations primarily overseas. In recent years, the organization has been devoting major efforts to counterterrorism. Kano drew his own gun, and the two cautiously made their way inside. They immediately heard some sort of ruckus from beyond a wooden door at the far end of the hall. Listen, they just need to do what we do in Hitman and, like, just change clothes and blend in. For real. Cookies and Oreos, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in, I hope you enjoy your stay. Sorry, I was just in the middle of sipping my drink. Oh, please don't let this be what I think it is, Kano thought to himself. Sweat beaded on his hands as he gripped his gun tighter. He heard the sound of glass shattering. Then came the sound of something heavy falling to the floor. Maria? Maria, no! Ignoring Stanley's previous order, Kano rushed ahead, kicked down the door, and stepped inside. Oh boy. He walked right into a massacre. Oh god, he did walk right into a massacre. I did not realize all those bodies. There were nearly a dozen bodies sprawled out across the floor. And thank you, Discord, for letting me know a fellow Mania person. Oh my god, yo, shout out Mania. Shout out Pidgey, my boy. My boy. Oh no. He thought he recognized them all. The men who participated in the repeated attaché case handoffs. Each appeared to have been stabbed to death. Oh, shit. Also, if you do not know this game, this is 428 Shibuya Scramble. Basically, you play as, like, was it like 5 different people? 5 or 6 different people. And even though their stories seem separate, they can, like, have the ability to bump into key characters in each other's stories that end up, like, you know, affecting how things play out. So you have to switch between all the characters and have them make certain choices so that way the story can continue. And I think it's going to just be over the course of one day, and you control, like, what happens in each hour. It's really interesting. I haven't seen a game like this before. It's very cool, but also sometimes confusing. Had these guys all turned on each other? I think they were killed because they knew too much. For real. No, that couldn't have been the case. None of the victims were holding a knife. Which meant that whoever had killed them must still be hiding nearby. No, oh gosh. Kano, why'd you rush in there, Pookie? No sooner had Kano come to this conclusion than he heard a muffled cry behind him. Stanley! Oh no! The American was oh god. The American was sprawled out on the floor, face down. Kano rushed over and knelt beside him. Stanley was dead. Stabbed through the back! I didn't think he was gonna die. I thought that was gonna be like our new friend. What? Without an instant's hesitation, Kano stood up again, gun at the ready. He scanned his surroundings, but there was no sign of the killer. But that was impossible. Oh my god, they're behind me. Look. Stanley had been killed mere moments ago. Someone had to be here somewhere. Out of nowhere, he felt someone press the tip of a knife into his neck from behind, right at the base of his skull, killing him instantly. How? He hadn't noticed anyone coming up on him. There wasn't even anyone else around. Nobody but the corpses scattered across the floor. Wait. The corpses. Kano hadn't checked them. Hadn't checked to make sure they were all really dead. With his last thought, he realized that had been his fatal mistake. Sheesh. That's tea. Talk about a bad end, bro. I thought they were dead. Alas, there's nothing to be done for poor Kano now. He wasn't prepared for whoever is wielding that knife. Sometimes it's best not to rush things. Kano and Stanley might not have had their run-in with the killer if they turned up a bit later. There's someone who can cause a traffic jam at 1310, which should keep those two from meeting such a grisly end. I think this is the first time that we have to be later than we are sooner. That's tea. Okay. Let's go. Who did we go from here? Let's go Achi. Classic Achi moment. I quite literally don't remember what was happening besides the fact that this guy was chasing us and I was throwing boxes of burning hammer. The man with the cane crooked his finger on the trigger. Achi stepped in front of Hitomi, shielding her with his body. If you want to shoot her, you have to shoot me too. Bro, you think he's not gonna shoot you? Oh! Suddenly, the assassin's head jerked forward. He pitched face first into the pavement, lay still, revealing a foreign man standing behind him. Oh no! In one hand, the stranger clutched a metal pipe. Hitomi? Achi asked. You know this guy? Hitomi's eyes went wide.
That's the man from the Scramble.
The Shibuya Scramble!
Oh my god! The one who told me to go to the van.
Wait, one of the kidnappers? Why would he help us?
Not sure.
The newcomer fixed his eyes on Achi. Hey man, Achi approached the stranger. I'm not sure what's going on here, but thanks for the assist. Why? Like, what? Bro. Oh my god. Whoa. The man took a sudden swing with his pipe. Achi barely managed to dodge out the way. What the hell? Bro, she just told you he was one of the kidnappers. I don't know why you are acting shocked. Once again, Achi made sure Hitomi was safely behind him. Guess I gotta let my fist do the talking. Oh my god. Cuter moment. That's such a cuter thing to do. It's just like, ha, man, let me try talking to this guy. Sir, what's going on right now? The guy's like, yeah, fuck you. And he's like, damn, well, I tried. Achi quickly adopted a fighting stance. Be careful, Hitomi warned, her voice trembling. Oh my god, crazy white man gone rogue. Don't worry, it's just a pipe. I'll just snatch it away from him and make him tell us where your sister is. Achi judged the distance between them carefully as he stared his opponent down. The metal pipe gave this thug considerable reach. One solid hit from that thing and Achi wouldn't stand a chance. Even if he was the GOAT of all time, bro. He needed this to end in one punch. Oh my god, he's about to become One Punch Man? Hold on. He needed to end this in one punch. Okay. The crook sized him up for a few moments, then lunged forward to attack. Okay. Now. Bonk. Achi sidestepped to avoid the incoming blow, then delivered a vicious left hook to his adversary's jaw. The man went down hard. He's doing the dead in he's doing the dead in a glue trap pose. If you guys know that meme. Achi gazed at his fallen foe, flexing his knuckles. The thing about guys who bring weapons to fights is they always let themselves get too cocky. The fuck does that say? Is that an R or a K? Skrill? It looks like at least those last ones are definitely L's. I don't know what these other letters are, if they are letters. Skull? Oh wait, it's a skull. I think it's SKULL, skull. He looked the guy over. The man had a tattoo peeking from one of his ratty sleeves. Come on, buddy, you can't clock out just yet. Get up, I've got a few questions for you. He knelt down to grab the man by his collar. Oh shit, he's got a gun! Halfway to his feet, the man pulled a gun from his breast pocket. Whoa, didn't know you were packing heat. Achi took a quick step backward. The man's eyes brimmed with rage. He looked ready to pull the trigger at any moment. But he didn't get the chance. The man with the cane had regained consciousness. Back on his feet, he trained his own gun on the foreigner. The foreigner quickly shifted his attention to the other gunman. Oh, no you don't. Achi darted forward and kicked the kidnapper in the hand as hard as he could. The gun went flying from his grasp. With a low snarl, the man took up the metal pipe again. Rather than go for Achi, however, he charged the man with the cane. What the? Achi watched with astonishment as the two men grappled. Now's our chance! Grabbing Hitomi by the hand, Achi broke into a run. Man, that old man's dying, bruh. Trust. Yeah, bro, we need to, like, go somewhere. Are you sure you don't have a tracker on you? They ran for a long time, finally stopping to rest in a quiet municipal park. As they sat, catching their breaths, Achi sensed a new tension in Hitomi. She hadn't said a word since their latest escape. She has to die, Achi. It's for your own good. In his mind, Achi replayed what the man with the cane had said. So, Hitomi, Achi hesitated. About what happened back there?
Yeah?
She sounded like she'd been far gone in her own thoughts. You gotta believe me, I have no idea who that guy was. Never seen him before in my life. He must have been saying that stuff to confuse us, to trip us up.
Yeah?
Hitomi said again.
Is that what's been bothering you?
Huh? Now it was Achi's turn to go monosyllabic.
Well, Achi, you're kind of famous around Shibuya, right?
I don't know about that. Way back when, he'd been the leader of SOS. Nowadays, he was just some guy who picked up trash. There was nothing to brag about.
When someone's famous, it's not unusual for someone else to recognize them and know their name. So yeah, I was surprised back there, but no matter what that man may have said, I trust you. I mean, look at how many times you've put yourself in danger to protect me.
Hitomi sounded pretty resolute. Achi was glad she believed him, but that raised another question. So then how come you've been so quiet?
I've just been thinking about things. Like what that man from the Scramble might be after.
It was true that his actions didn't make a lot of sense. Yeah, he seemed more interested in taking out the man with the cane than going after you. Maybe there's maybe there's bad blood between them. I don't know, let's try that. Achi let out a little chuckle. If we're lucky, maybe we'll take each other out for us. He felt a rush of relief, reassured that Hitomi didn't doubt his motives. Regardless, though, we have to track down that blue van. The sound of a child's cry came from behind them. Ooh. Oh my god. She died. Turning to look, they saw the kidnapper rushing towards them. He had knocked over a little girl who was in his way. No rest for the weary, Achi sighed. Yet again, he and Hitomi sprinted away. Poor girl. Do you think he took out the guy with the cane? Oh, sorry.
Do you think he took out the guy with the cane?
Hitomi's words came out between panting huffs. Maybe. Achi glanced back at their pursuer. Oh my god, now he's got two guys. What? There was someone else with him. Now they're being chased down by two foreigners. I like this better when we were just running from one guy with a cane. In a one-on-one fight, Achi was confident he could keep Hitomi safe. One-on-two, though, that was a different story. One guy might get a hold of her while he was facing off against the other. He had to make sure they lost these creeps no matter what. Keep out! Epic music, though. That's pretty good. Alright, I guess we're gonna go... Did we do Minorikawa or Osawa next? I think Osawa was last. Well, technically he's supposed to be last, I think. Right. Left! Minorikawa sprinted down center guy, dodging between oncoming pedestrians.
Out of my way! Can't you people see I'm in a hurry? He stole a glimpse at his watch as he ran. It was just after 1 o'clock. The Burning Hammer sales demo would be getting underway any moment now. He could probably get an interview even if he showed up late. Still, he wanted to get to the venue ASAP, to get a feel for things before they got started. The best time to scope out an event was before it started and after it ended. That was something sorry, I keep yawning. This is something he'd learned from Toyama. Everything he knew about journalism, the publisher had taught him. It had been a combative education. Minorikawa learning despite himself as the two men constantly butted heads. Oh, give me a break. What's wrong with my article? Minorikawa shouted. His voice was loud enough to carry throughout the editing department. Shut up! I told you to rewrite it, so rewrite it. Toyama sticking to his guns. Minorikawa recalled this scene from the days when the two men had worked at the same newspaper, and Toyama was his boss. At the time, Toyama was the copy editor for the local news, known as the Red Pen Gatekeeper. He would go around checking young reporters' copies like mad. Due to his vigorous efforts, a great many articles never made it to the page. What's wrong with it? Show me what's wrong. All of it. How can it be all of it? Co-workers stared, keeping their distance as the pair screamed themselves red in the face. These arguments had become a regular occurrence, regular enough that everyone had learned not to try to intervene. Dramatic bitches be like, I poured my heart and soul into this piece. Go back and read it again. I could read it over and over and it'd still be the same thing. A load of self-important claptrap. Oh my god, Borderlands. Now go calm down and write me a more neutral piece. Taking neither of the two opposing sides, the media typically seeks to adopt a neutral stance in reporting the news. Frequently, however, biased reporting still results in one-sided thinking taking hold amongst the general public. In the end, it is up to the individual to make an objective assessment of any news event. Calm down, you must be joking. I write what I feel in my heart. That's the one thing I refuse to back down on. Then it's just one thing I'll keep getting your then it's the one thing that'll keep getting your copy rejected. Aren't you the one who told me to be bold and daring with my writing? Yeah, I did. But I don't remember telling you to write me garbage. By now, Minorikawa and Toyama were practically at each other's throats. Still, despite these almost daily shouting matches, Minorikawa never resented Toyama. Not really. How could he write a piece in a way that would shut Toyama up? Trying to figure that out was how he had developed his skills as a reporter. Up until he quit his position at the newspaper to start his own publishing company, Toyama had been a stubborn old man in the finest sense of the term. Now a dying breed in Japan, oh my god, not the dying breed, the sort who'd be inclined to use knuckles before words to remedy a child's bad behavior. Inflexible but still emotionally brittle, their signature move is to drive a wayward kid out of the house with an exclamation of, "You fool, you're no son of mine, I disown you," only to wait a little while, go find the son, who's crying down by the dry riverbed, and calmly murmur, "Come on, your supper's getting cold." Oh gosh. But then, in order to keep his company afloat, at some point he had abandoned all his ideals and principles. It was disgraceful. Just disgraceful. Thinking about it made Minorikawa's blood boil. Oh my gosh. It rankled. Rankled? It rankled him to know that such a pathetic remnant of a man had been such an influence on him. Oh my gosh. He reminded himself once again that he needed to wrap up his current job as soon as possible. By now, Minorikawa was getting close to the demo site. He increased his speed. Oh my god. Who the fuck is this now?
Oh, this is the person who wants to buy the burning hammer, right?
By now, Minorikawa was getting close to the demo site. He increased his speed. He wound up barreling right into someone who was walking into a knick-knack shop. It was a girl about high school age. She jumped to her feet, then snatched Minorikawa by the collar. "Hey, watch where you're going," she snapped. Her upper body strength was impressive, to say the least. The chokehold she had on his neck made it almost impossible for him to breathe. He had to do something fast. He drove a punch. Sorry. He bowed his head in apology. He was in too much of a hurry to get caught up in an argument right now. But the girl didn't let go. Oh, I guess I have to rock'em sock'em her ass. Instead, she tightened her grip. Look, I'm sorry for not looking where I was going. Minorikawa could barely croak out his apology. Oh, fine, I'll let it slide this once, the girl said. She relaxed her hold with a scowl. Okay, wait, maybe it's fine. Wait, hold on, she murmured. She stared good and hard at Minorikawa's face. Hey, you're Mr. Minorikawa. Surprised, Minorikawa gave her another look. Miku? Yeah. Wow, so you do remember me. She smiled with delight. Oh, wait. Yeah. Wow, so you do remember me. She smiled with delight. Well, I'm glad I didn't just punch you in the face. Apparently forgetting that she'd just been wringing his neck. Wow, how long's it been? She asked. About 5 years, I think. You still doing your bonsai stuff? Nah, she replied. I gave that up. Miku had been Japan's bonsai champion back when she was in middle school. The mention of bonsai likely calls to mind elderly hobbyists, but recently the art is attracting more young people, as are other aspects of Japanese-style interior design. Varieties of cherry and maple, smaller than normal bonsai, are becoming popular with practitioners, as are fruit-bearing trees such as a plum leaf apple. There are even spherical balls of soil covered in moss, shaped to look like cute little miniature planets with planets growing over their surface. Oh, plants growing over their surface. One day, local delinquents had vandalized dozens of Miku's bonsai pieces. Minorikawa had met her when he interviewed her about the incident. I want to get strong, she had said. Strong enough to beat those guys up. And so, Minorikawa had introduced Miku to an acquaintance of his who ran a martial arts dojo. Well, you sure gotten strong, all right, Minorikawa said. That's the sort of gal I am. Miku handed him a flyer. It read, Ladies Mixed Martial Arts Pub Bride. A show pub that began as a side venture for a group of female mixed martial arts fighters who are facing financial difficulties. There is an octagonal ring inside the pub, and the rules state that anything goes between the young women who fight inside. Customers are able to take in the fights while enjoying their drinks. Oh my god, the photo is crazy. Present this flyer for a free drink. It's a place where you can watch girls fight in the ring while you have some drinks, Miku said. That sounds pretty fun, actually. Minorikawa could feel himself being pulled in all the wrong directions by the prospect. You should come see one of my matches sometime. I'm the reigning champion. Miku beamed with pride. Wait, you're the champion? Yikes, good thing I apologized when I did. In that case, I'll definitely have to swing by sometime soon. Right now, I'm sort of in a hurry, though. Oh, sure, Miku said. Catch you later, then. She headed into the shop as Minorikawa rushed off towards the sales demo. But, wait, hopefully that went okay, then. I mean, because that was the person that we bumped into. That made, fucking Tama blow up the store. At long last, he arrived at the Nokane building, where the event was being held. The wall by the elevator was plastered with posters about Burning Hammer. Get it or regret it. As seen in magazines. 100% weight loss guaranteed. Yeah, because you just die. This is blatantly false advertising. The messaging was kind of a mess. It felt like they'd been thrown together at the last minute. Minorikawa avoided the elevator in favor of the stairs, rushing up to the event site on the 3rd floor. Emerging from the stairwell, he saw more posters on the wall pointing the way to the sales demo. He followed the arrows to a room deeper within the building. Oh my god, wait, there's actually a lot of people here. Opening the door, he saw about 50 chairs, most of them occupied by female attendees. There was a stage set up at the far end of the room, but nobody was on it. It appeared that the event had yet to begin. Minorikawa quickly looked over the crowd. Roughly half the women were somewhat elderly. All of them looked like they could stand to lose some weight. And for some of them, at least, that ship had surely sailed some time ago. The crowd gazed at the stage with rapt anticipation. A beverage that allowed you to eat plenty and still lose weight was definitely an appetizing proposition. Could something like that really exist, though? Oh well. Minorikawa was just going to have to wait and see. He did his best to get his mind into journalism mode. Time passed, but the demo didn't start. The audience began grumbling in frustration. Then, a heavy-set young woman took the stage and gave a little bow. It was the girl from the cafe, the one with the amazing appetite. The audience broke into applause, their patience finally rewarded. But as everyone leaned forward expectantly, the girl on the stage began performing magic tricks. She twiddled a silk hat and pulled a bunch of flowers from inside of it. Oh my gosh. Sparse applause rose up from the crowd. The young woman immediately went on to perform another trick and then another. Ta-da! A coin in her hand became 3 coins as she spoke her magic words. She's not very good at this, Minorikawa thought. Though whether she was good or bad wasn't really the issue. He had a tight schedule to keep. This was no time to stand around watching silly sleight of hand antics. Scanning the room, he spotted a man who looked like he was probably in charge. Minorikawa headed over to him. Hey, you the one running this thing? Well, yes. When's the actual sales demo going to start? Soon, very soon, yep. In how many minutes? You know, soon. I asked for a number. Just, soon, real soon. This was getting him nowhere. 3 minutes, Minorikawa declared. He held up 3 fingers to emphasize his point. If this thing doesn't start in 3 minutes. If it doesn't start, then what? I'm going to be heartbroken. I'm going to start a ruckus, so I'm just going to go home. I don't know. I don't know what even would be the right answer here. I'm going to be heartbroken. I'm going to be heartbroken. He kept his expression blank as an empty slate. Hey now, no need for that, sir. Just settle down. Who doesn't like a silly little magic show every now and then? You've got 2 minutes. Hey, a minute can't have passed already. 1 minute. Whoa! Just what kind of watch you got there? Tell me why the demo isn't starting. No reason, really. The man was getting seriously flustered. I just wanted folks to get to see a little magic show first. Nope, try again. 30 seconds left. Okay, alright. What happened is, the required merchandise, What happened to the merchandise? Minorikawa demanded. He gave the guy a dagger stare. It just, Time's up. What? The man's face went pale. Look what you've done. You've broken my heart. You've broken my heart. It's broken. Oh no! Our table! It's broken!
Okay. And then we have... Oh, I don't deserve to be forgiven for what I've done. We may have both done the same thing, but my motives
But my motives, those were different, and so I don't regret what I did. And yet, if someone were to ask if there was some small part of me that wanted to see the results of my research, I could not deny it. Osawa grabbed his shoes from the entryway and then headed for the back door. He didn't want the detectives in his living room to know he was going to meet with Makino. That pest Kajiwara was nowhere in sight. Now was his chance to slip away. What the fuck was that? Gotcha. Ah! Get away from me! Speak of the devil. Kajiwara had snuck up behind him. Are you going out? The detective asked. Girl, I can't just put my shoes on? No. I was just... Osawa felt something inside his shoe. Glancing down, he saw a rubber duck stuffed inside it. Is this your doing? I laid a booby trap, or rather, a ducky trap. Originally a type of lethal trap used during war times to catch clumsy or unwary soldiers, boobies. In modern parlance, however, the term frequently signifies a harmless prank, such as setting a blackboard eraser atop a classroom door so it falls on the head of whoever opens the door. Unwary soldiers were known as boobies. Okay. Kajiwara beamed with self-satisfaction. You know, you act like a grade schooler, Osawa said. Indeed, sir. I'm a grown man with a youthful heart. Leave it to Kajiwara to yet again miss the point entirely. With a sigh, Osawa tossed the duck at him. Kajiwara caught it nimbly in one hand, then stuffed it right into his pocket. I won't tell you that you aren't allowed to leave, sir. All I ask is that you tell me where you've been and where you plan on going. My work is highly confidential. I'm not at liberty to discuss just anything about. Please try to work with me on this, sir, Kajiwara interrupted. He leaned in uncomfortably close. Do you recall what I said before? About how I'd appreciate if you didn't keep secrets from me? Osawa hesitated, inwardly debating how much he should share. He decided to tell the truth. All right, I'll tell you, just leave me in peace. He needed to keep this a secret. Doesn't concern you. I'm just going to buy some cigarettes. I just want to see what happens if we tell the truth. He decided to tell the truth. All right, I'll tell you. Just leave me in peace. One of my colleagues is waiting for me outside. Who is it? I'm sorry, that's all I can say. Could you tell me a bit about what you'll be discussing? Kajiwara leaned in even closer. Can I fucking help you? His eyes twinkled with suspicion. I can't share corporate secrets, detective. Like how you don't tell me anything about the state of your investigation. It goes both ways. It might have been childish reasoning, but it worked on Kajiwara. All right, the detective said. In that case, I just have one condition. Please take this with you. He produced something that looked like a small transceiver from inside his coat. What's this? It's a bug tracker, sir. It'll beep in response to a nearby listening device. I'm just going to meet someone from work. I don't need this. He pushed Kajiwara's hand aside. The bug tracker fell to the floor. Mr. Osawa, you mustn't underestimate the lengths to which these kidnappers might go. For once, the detective's face was all seriousness. All right, fine. Osawa snatched up the device and headed out the door. Makino's car was parked out front. Hey! I don't even remember who that is, to be honest. A driver stood alongside it. Osawa exchanged a wordless greeting with him, then got into the back. He found Makino reclining in one of the luxurious leather seats. Now then, Makino said, what did you want to ask me about? Lighting a cigar, he glanced sidelong at Osawa. I was hoping you could explain the situation to me, sir. Which situation would that be? So he was still going to beat around the bush, even now. Osawa's suppressed nerves just shot at him. Are you the one who let the antiviral out of the lab, sir? Yes, that was me. Makino didn't bat an eyelid. So why had he been so coy a few moments earlier? But how? The fingerprint authentication system is almost unbreakable. Getting access to the storage area would... He trailed off as a thought suddenly occurred to him. It was not strictly true that fingerprint authentication was the only means of entry. Osawa and Tanaka had both set up passwords as a failsafe in case an injured fingertip somehow prevented them from operating the scanner properly. But these passwords were 10-character alphanumeric strings. No one could just haphazardly fumble their way in. Could Makino have sent a request to the electronics locks manufacturer and asked them to unlock it then? No, that required the approval of 6 board members. And Osawa was one of those 6 people. There really seemed to be no way of getting in without leaving any trace. You're absolutely right, of course, Makino said with a grin, as if he was reading his thoughts. I couldn't gain access to the lab without you and Tanaka, but I didn't have to. He exhaled a large plume of smoke. You remember when we released the samples for animal testing? No, it couldn't be. Osawa broke it out into a sweat. But it could. I had them to divert some of the samples intended for the animal testing. Naturally, that didn't leave any record of anything being taken from the lab. Osawa bit his lip hard. He couldn't help but feel betrayed by his company. But why? Makino let out a nasal, one-note chuckle. You don't seem to grasp just how valuable this thing really is. What do you mean by that, sir? Makino lowered his voice. There's a major world power out there that has already weaponized the UA virus. The UA. For a moment, Osawa thought this was just a sick joke, but the look on Makino's face told him otherwise. I've been informed that it was recently used on a military installation in the Middle East. Within 12 hours of dispersal, there were at least 800 casualties. If you include civilians, the number jumps to over 2,000. Any evidence of that disease agent and the bomb that delivered it has, of course, been covered up. Damn, bro. Osawa listened in amazement, his outrage that any government would commit such an atrocity, not quite suppressing his excitement at discovering that the virus could be propagated by explosive means. He felt a flush of guilt at his own fascination. The antiviral you created, Osawa, has the potential to render this weapon useless. Right now, Okushi Pharmaceutical possesses the sole means to combat UA. Makino's lips curled into a boastful grin. Any number of countries would love to get their hands on it. The major power in question has offered an unprecedented sum. And that's hardly a surprise. Having monopoly on the antiviral makes the weapon itself that much more valuable. To Osawa, this was a glimpse into another terrifying world, one he had barely imagined previously. And so you wanted to get human testing over with as soon as possible, is that it? He spat. Makino shrugged. I explained full well to the locals what the risks of the experimentation were, and they were paid in accordance with said risks. They willingly consented to the infection with the UA virus. Sophistry, Osawa huffed. Nothing more. You used money to deceive a bunch of poor farmers. Come on, Osawa. Who's being disingenuous now? Makino eyed him with contempt and let out another puff of smoke. I know you, Osawa, and I know you're not really concerned for some bunch of hick farmers. All you care about is your research. The thing that's really nagging you right now is that someone went ahead and did the final clinicals without you. Oh, spare me the ridicule, sir. As a virologist, I have a moral duty to. To what? Makino barked. Go to the media with this? Do you have any idea how much money the company has thrown at your lab to keep it up and running? Osawa's lab has incurred expenses of roughly 30 billion yen in developing the antiviral medication. Okoshi Pharmaceuticals spends approximately 200 billion yen per year on research and development. Osawa's work is the single most costly element of that budget. Osawa gaped. I do appreciate all the company has done for me, sir. He spoke so quietly that his voice was nearly inaudible. In any event, Makino said, now that you know about the human testing, I can't let you go to America. How do you know about that? He'd insisted that I keep his planned relocation a secret, but apparently she told her father regardless. If you insist on making the move anyway, I'll use any means necessary to stop you. Makino regarded Osawa with a bloodshot gaze. Any means necessary? Osawa swallowed the lump in his throat. Sir, you don't mean that my daughter's kidnapping was... Don't be ridiculous, Makino said before Osawa could finish. Of course that wasn't me. Nevertheless, I'll do what I must to keep you in line. Remember that. Understood, sir. I'll turn down the U.S. job offer. Osawa heard his own voice like the thin drone of a tiny insect. He felt utterly powerless. I can't simply take your word on that, Makino said. Do it now. I want to hear you do it myself. He jutted his jaw towards the phone in the back seat console. I guess I'll be a good puppy and call him. Alright, Osawa said. He had no choice but to fall in line. It would be around 10 p.m. local time for the American firm. He decided to call his contact's personal phone. The headhunter was shocked to hear that Osawa wanted to decline the position. When pressed for the reasons behind the decision, Osawa hung up. Visibly relieved, Makino lit up a fresh cigar. Sorry, there's one thing I don't understand. And what's that? Osawa's head was feeling fuzzy. The smoke inside the vehicle had gotten extremely thick. If someone has this top secret information, why wouldn't they threaten the company as a whole? Why send those emails to me personally? I'm not sure. There's an internal investigation already underway. We'll find the source of the leak soon enough. At this point, though, Osawa wasn't sure knowing who originally leaked the information mattered much at all to him. If you'll beg my pardon then, sir, Osawa said. He put his hand on the door handle. A sudden high-pitched chirp sounded from his pocket. The bug tracker Kajiwara had given him had picked up a signal. Is that your cell? Makino asked. Oh yes, that's mine. He hurriedly hopped out of the car and reached into his pocket. Is everything alright, sir? The driver was still waiting outside the car. He leaned toward Osawa, looking concerned. Was it you? Osawa stepped close to the driver. Did you send me those emails? What? What are you talking about, sir? Don't play dumb with me, Osawa said. You're the only person who could have planted a listening device on a company car. A listening device? The driver raised an eyebrow in confusion. What are you after? Sir, what are you talking about? Who told you to do it? Tell me. The driver fled back into the car. Osawa clutched the bug tracker hard as he watched the vehicle pull away. He went back to his house, still gripped by confusion, to find Ai waiting in the entryway. She must have gotten home while he was out. You were with my father, weren't you? She sneered at Osawa as he slipped off his shoes. Yes, I was, he replied. And it's over. What's over? What's over? She knows damn well what. He struggled to contain his irritation. America, I'm not going, he huffed. Oh, really? Well, that is good news. She sounded sincerely pleased. Maybe a little more pleased than Osawa cared for. I need to go finish up some work things, he mumbled. He hurried to his study up on the second floor. He threw himself down in front of his computer. There hadn't been any progress on the investigation as usual. Just how long was this all going to go on for? Were all kidnapping cases this drawn out? A specialized victim support team belonging to the Special Criminal Investigation Unit has been deployed at Osawa's house. The members of this team are all specialists who have received training in such skills as negotiation, high-speed motorcycle and automobile driving, running phone traces, special communications, and phone records acquisition. Osawa was growing more and more uneasy. He could barely contain himself at this point. Wasn't there anything that he could do? He glanced over at his monitor. That's an idea. He could look up kidnapping investigations on the internet. That might give him some insight into the current situation. Kidnapping, police investigations, hostages. He typed the 3 keywords into the search field. The engine pulled up over 100,000 hits. He scanned the beginning of the list for anything that might be useful. One of the site links caught his eye. How the police do it. It looks like a page containing information on various types of police cases. He clicked on the link for kidnapping cases and began to read. That's what I look like right now, bro. Even if the hostage wound up safe in the end, the site informed him the police lost face if the culprit got away. And if the hostage were killed and the kidnapper evaded capture, the media would have a field day. This made apprehending the suspect an absolute necessity. Even if a person's life was on the line, when it came to a kidnapping case, the police prioritized making the arrest. Taking his hand off the mouse, Osawa sat back in thought. He wasn't going to be able to relax until he heard Maria's voice again. But if the police prioritized arresting the suspect, why were they just letting things stay in limbo now? Didn't they have the crooks under surveillance? He couldn't wrap his head around that. The internet hadn't been able to give him the info he'd hoped for after all. Unable to do anything for Maria but wait, he turned his thoughts to how his opportunity to transfer to the US had passed by him. The research facilities in America would have been top tier. Some part of him still couldn't quite accept what had happened. He stole a quick look back at the door, then surfed to the Aya Kamiki fan community for people 40 and over. Whenever something was weighing on his mind, posting to these forums seemed to turn his mood back around. He knew that now wasn't really the time to be doing this, but he needed to do something to calm and quiet his mind. He started a new forum topic. In the title field, he wrote Aya Kamiki expanding into the US. With Aya Kamiki still at the height of her popularity, does anyone else think it would be exciting if she ventured into the American market? I know I would. She's not the sort of artist who deserves to be confined to Japan. She should be recording at an American studio staffed by the industry's best. I'd love to see her career really take off over there. He wound up getting into a little back and forth with himself. Hopefully he'd get a response from someone else soon. A sudden shrill noise startled him so much that he nearly cried out. His heart fluttered like that of a young child who'd been caught in some prank. Realizing that the sound was coming from the bug tracker, he pulled it from his pocket and took a few breaths to steady himself. Evidently, someone had bugged his study as well. Okay, but why did it only just go off? Tracker in hand, he walked toward the center of the room. What direction was the signal coming from? He tried heading over towards the window. Here, maybe? Next, he headed over to his desk. Here, too? The bug tracker was picking up signals from all over the room. Had there been that many listening devices planted in here? Mr. Osawa? It's Kajiwara. Perfect timing. Osawa hurried to let the detective into the study. The bug tracker's picking up signals. Oh? Yes, from all over the room. What should I do? Mr. Osawa, please calm down. As if that's even possible right now. Feels like there must be 10, no, maybe 100 listening devices in here. Kajiwara didn't miss a beat. Let me be honest with you. That bug tracker is broken. Damn, bro. What? Osawa was dumbfounded. Broken? But this is the one I got from you, right? Well, yes, but mine isn't detecting anything. Kajiwara produced an identical bug tracker from his pocket. And, as he said, it wasn't getting any signal. As I recall, Mr. Osawa, that one was dropped on the floor when I was trying to hand it to you. Ah, yes, that's right. That must have been when it broke, sir. The strength ebbed from Osawa's body. He didn't even have the mental energy to be angry anymore. He gave the tracker a whack with the palm of his hand, and the beeping stopped. Right, he said. What can I do for you? Kajiwara clapped his hands together as if he just remembered something. All right, we have a big problem. The toilet again? Osawa sighed. No, it's not that. It's something worse. Kajiwara's face turned grim. Something worse. Had something happened to Maria, he needed to hear the detective out. Had something happened to Maria. He needed to hear the detective... Okay, I just read that shit. What is it? Osawa asked. Go on, tell me. He did his best to remain composed. Well, you see, we ordered lunches for everyone, and it looked like there were 2 still left over, so I wound up eating them. There was an awkward pause. Osawa didn't have the foggiest idea how to respond. My deepest apologies, sir. I ate the lunches intended for you and your wife. Kajiwara bowed profusely. And I really do need to apologize. They were Tokatsu bento boxes, and they were delicious. The meat was so tender, and the batter so crisp. With each and every bite, the rich flavor just filled my mouth more and more. Osawa felt a blood vessel burst in his skull. Listen, you. Get your goddamn act together, or... He didn't get to finish that thought. A pathetic gurgle sounded from his stomach. I see, Kajiwara said. You are hungry. He fussed sheepishly with his hair. At the talk of food, Osawa realized abruptly that he hadn't eaten anything since the night before. Shall I make something for you? The detective asked. This is all my fault, after all. You can cook? Osawa wasn't sure how thrilled he was with the idea of Kajiwara helping him. You mustn't judge people based on outward appearances, Mr. Osawa. Alright, fine. Go ahead, then. His newfound hunger was making it hard for him to think. It would certainly behoove him to eat something. He led Kajiwara to the kitchen. Oh my god. If y'all see this as a thumbnail, you know why. What's with that getup? Where the fuck did you even get that from? Wearing an apron in the kitchen is a must, sir. This cartoon character printed on the apron Kajiwara is wearing is one of his own design. It is modeled after the MPD's mascot. His name is Pinpo-kun. Alas, what? Wearing an apron in the kitchen is a must, sir. Alas, it isn't while I am naked. What? Naked? Oh, are you not familiar with the concept of the naked apron?
Why are we talking about this? What is this game, bro? Happy Pride! Happy Pride! The state of the state of being entirely naked save for an apron, a form of cosplay. Huh? The views from the front, rear, and sides all offer a certain appeal, but caution must be advised, as it may be difficult to stop arguing about which presents the loveliest sight once the topic is raised. There are similar, more sexualized naked styles as well, such as the naked sock, the naked shoe, the naked necktie, naked ribbon, naked scarf, naked collar, and so forth. I could What's happening? Let me start over. What's with this getup? Wearing an apron in the kitchen is a must, sir. Alas, it isn't while I'm naked. Naked? Oh, are you not familiar with the concept of the naked apron? I could demonstrate if you'd like. Nope, that's quite alright. Thank you, though. Where'd you get that apron anyway? It's mine, sir. Have you had it with you this whole time? Yes, in here. In your pocket? Dang, bro. How'd you fold that down so little? With a smile, Kajiwara pointed to his pocket. Of course, Osawa eased himself into a chair. His hunger was making him feel weak, and Kajiwara was making him feel like he was losing his mind. Me too. Oh, this is bad, the detective said. I need to whip something up for you fast. Something's definitely wrong if you don't even have a comeback. Osawa felt his anxiety mounting. Just what sort of food was this insufferable oaf going to make anyway? Probably nothing worth eating was his bet. For now, he'd just have to pray he wound up with something edible. Maybe it was better to ask Tanaka to make him lunch instead. Since Ai's lunch was gone too, he should probably... Yeah, fuck Ai, I don't give a fuck about her. For now, he just have to pray he wound up with something edible. Kajiwara peered into the refrigerator. Goodness, you are remarkably understocked, he said. Let's see, could you please put these in the dinger, Mr. Osawa? Named for the sound... Oh, the dinger. Named for the sound a microwave oven makes when it has finished heating your food. The microwave at my house doesn't really go ding when the timer reaches 0, though. It's more just a beep, but it doesn't make sense to call a microwave a beeper when that's already a word that refers to something else. The detective handed Osawa some frozen lumps of rice. The dinger? What the heck is a dinger? The microwave oven, sir. Osawa stepped in front of the microwave. Unfortunately, he had no idea how to work the controls. You should thaw that rice out as soon as possible, Kajiwara told him. I'm actually not sure how to operate this thing. What? The detective gasped. You don't know how to use a microwave? Osawa could only nod in silent shame. It should just be as simple as turning the dial. Wait, which one? That one, sir. The one on the right. Osawa turned the dial and crossed his arms with a satisfied grin. Mr. Osawa, you need to put the rice in first before you do that. Then why didn't you say that? Osawa snapped. I've never worked in a kitchen in my life. Don't ask me to do things that are this difficult. Oh my gosh. Very well. I'll handle this from here. Why don't you get the bowls and the chopsticks then, sir? I have no idea where the hell those are kept. Kajiwara let out a heavy sigh. Alright, then just please sit and wait, sir, he said. And here, take this. Kajiwara pulled out a sheet of bubble wrap from his pocket. Use your fingers to pop the bubbles. That should help you calm down. Too drained to argue, Osawa did as prompted, starting to pop his way along the sheet. Rather than calm him down, though, it was making him incredibly cross. This felt more like a sort of ridiculous punishment. They say you can learn a lot about a household by looking in the fridge, you know. Kajiwara was cooking something in a frying pan. And? Osawa asked. Just what have you learned about mine? I'd better not say, sir. You might take offense. Osawa snapped another bubble between his fingers. The rice is finished thawing. Kajiwara topped the steaming bowl of rice with the fried egg he'd whipped up in his pan. Then, as if it was an afterthought, he added some pickled vegetables. Here you are, sir. Your fried egg on rice is complete. Kajiwara grinned from ear to ear. One of Kajiwara's simple recipes. Others include his white spaghetti, which is simply spaghetti that's been flavored with butter, salt, and pepper after it's been boiled. But both are a bit too basic to be properly called cuisine, but it does take a certain skill to bring the best flavor out of the ingredients with such simple seasonings. Go ahead and eat while it's still warm. Osawa received the bowl with a dubious look. You aren't very good at cooking, are you? He said. All you had in your refrigerator were eggs and pickled vegetables, sir. I assure you it's quite delicious. I recommend breaking the yolk and mixing it all together. Grudgingly, Osawa brought a bite to his mouth. Oh my gosh. This has got to be the thumbnail because they're both in it. And you get to see the apron a little bit. That's good. The words came out almost unbidden. Isn't it just? Egg yolk and pickled vegetables pair quite well. Osawa couldn't help but stuff his face, slipping into a rapturous daze as he did. I don't know, man. He kind of seems more wifey than your actual wife, Osawa. You might need to consider something. The more he ate, the more it stirred his appetite. I had no idea fried eggs could be this delicious. I know you probably have a long ordeal ahead of you, sir, but please keep your chin up and hang in there. Kajiwara gave Osawa an amiable smile. Ah, that's right, he continued. And for dessert, we have bananas. No, thank you. Kajiwara grimaced as Osawa held up a hand in refusal. Right then, when you're finished eating, would you please wash the bowl? Me? Wash dishes? Osawa exclaimed in surprise, sounding like a petulant child. If someone else cooks for you, you should do the cleaning up. It's only polite. Fine, okay. While Osawa was doing the dishes, the bug detector went off again. Director, if you have a moment... Tanaka poked his head into the kitchen. I've got something urgent to discuss with you. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! It's he... Oh god. Hello, Black Blue. Welcome in. We're Shibuya scrambling. I actually have to pee so bad right now. And I don't think I've stood in like, well, 2 hours. Oh my goodness. Scrambling them eggs, bro. I think they're about to scramble something else. I don't know. Okay, let's see. We've now... Okay, I keep yawning. We've now gone through everybody's hour so far. So there's lots of things to look at. One of which being we can go back to Tama because I mean it seems like maybe things are different because I mean if not we would have just still had the bad end, I assume. Oh, this is great music to pause on because I was not joking when I said I had to pee, so BRB. Listen to the funny little music. We're back. Okay. Last we left Tama, she bombed a store. So, hopefully that doesn't happen this time.
La 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 la.
We're gonna skip this part. Well, not skip, because I don't know how to do that. But we're going to spam through this section because we've already seen this part before. I wonder if we're gonna bomb the place again. Accidentally, of course. She what? She bombed the place accidentally. If let's see, I'll explain it if it doesn't happen, but if it happens again, I'll just let it play out again. But you know, she should be silly goofy for real. For real? So basically, Tom was like, "Can I have this?" And he's like, "Ooh, somebody already said that they were gonna buy this and they were gonna come in right now. Can you wait?" And we're like, "Gimme! Gimme it right now." Oh my god, here she is, here she is. Okay, she's actually coming in. Okay, so what happened last time was I did Tama's first. So she came here and was like, "Can I have these?" And then the lady never ended up showing up, right? So Tama was like, "Fuck it, we ball," right? She grabs all the cases of the burning hammer because our ones, they got returned to us, but Achi threw them all over the place in his section. So we had to get replacement ones, and we remembered that there was some at this place. So we grab all the boxes and we run out. And as we're running, we shove this guy over. And because we shove him over, he like bumps into a shelf that has gas on it and it knocks the gas down. And there just so happened to be a lit like cigarette/cigar. I can't remember what it was. And that just blew up the whole neighborhood. And then Tama was seen fleeing the scene. And became a wanted bomb fugitive, basically. Even as I'm speaking with the sales clerk, a girl wearing a hoodie comes in. She says she'd be by ASAP. Yeah, ASAP Rocky. She's got a tiny frame and a doe-eyed face. "Hey, I've come to pick up something I reserved," she says. This must be the customer the clerk was talking about. "Please pardon my intrusion, but would you be willing to let me have these diet drinks?" I bow extra deep and my costume head wobbles all around. "Wait, what?" "I'll pay you double what they're worth." "No can do. I've never seen this brand before. I'm super curious about it." "Surely you don't need this many, though." "I do. I make my living with my body. This is about how much I'll need." "Oh, wow," the sales clerk interjects. "What sort of work do you do exactly?" "I'm a martial artist. I fight it at a place called Bride. You might have heard of it. It's one of the more popular hot spots in Shibuya these days." "Oh, I know the place," the sales clerk says, brimming with sudden excitement. "That pub where they have cosplay martial arts competitions, right?" Hold on, what are we talking about now? What's Bride? I've seriously never heard of that place. It's a nightlife spot where ladies cosplay as anime characters, but they fight for real. Oh, okay, I didn't understand that part before. The cosplay part. I was like, what about this is cosplay? But I just missed the part that they were in cosplay. Who would you like to see fight in the cosplay anime characters fight night? I've been wanting to check it out, but they've hit their membership cap, the sales clerk explains. At present, the exclusive Bride has already exceeded its allotted number of members, and is not accepting new ones. Given the buzz about how both the costumes and the fights are really something to see, memberships are that are auctioned off online command quite high prices. Sheesh. So then, you must be pretty strong, huh? Strong. Well, I mean, I may not look it, but I'm the current champion. The girl proudly adopts a fighting stance. Would you accept a challenge from me? I ask. A challenge? If I win, you have to let me have all of this. The girl breaks into a confident smile. Do you have any idea who you're dealing with here? She asks. I intend to find out. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, the sales clerk exclaims. I've just got to see this. I'm glad to have him egging us on. Well, if you're that set on it, then sure, I accept your challenge. Sweet. We've established our terms. This burning hammer may yet be mine. The girl cracks her knuckles, clearly eager for a fight. I've gotta win this. Somehow or another, I have got to. I mean, I've got to be good at something. Facing off against this fighter is going to show me what I'm made of. I address my opponent. And by challenge, I naturally mean... Let's do rock, paper, scissors. Let's play a rhyming game. Let's have ourselves a straight up fight. Oh god. I want to do a rhyming game. Let's play a rhyming game. Huh? The girl says. She seems a bit put off by the suggestion. Yeah, I say. If I win, you have to let me have all of these. A rhyming game, really? Okay then, really. Silly. Okay then. Glisten. Listen. I'm a martial artist. Artist? Ooh, that's a tough one. Smartest. Haha. Glow. No, what I'm saying is I'm a fighter. Okay, fighter shouldn't be too hard. I could do this. Just have to not panic. Biter. Writer. Haha. Okay. Scissors. What do you mean, scissors? No. Wait, what the heck is going on? Crap, nothing rhymes with scissors. That's an illegal move. I drop into a fighting stance. Okay then, shall we fight? The girl grins back at me. Now you're talking. The name's Miku, by the way. Challenge accepted. Oh god. Maybe Peach, she does have them bombastic hips. Miku and I march out of the shop, out onto the pavement, and we stare each other down. Oh gosh. So if you win, I'll let you buy the burning hammer, Miku says. But if I win, I get to keep it and you have to pay for it. What? Isn't that a little unfair? If you don't like it, then it's no fight, no deal. I don't have the time to rethink this. Alright. Ready whenever you are. Miku does a little brisk shadow boxing, throwing a repeated 1-2 combination. A training technique for boxing involves practicing strikes, guards, and evasions against an opponent who isn't actually there. Whoa, what's the deal? Is something going on? It's a street fight! A number of people pass by, including a businessman, a couple. Achi Endo and Hitomi Osawa, they passed by while running away from some mysterious foreigners. Okay, we'll have to come back there. Somebody remind me. As well as some pretty gruff-looking fellows. And some of them stopped to form a small crowd. Asao Ozu and his underling, Yutaro Segawa, members of the Tenryu Gumi Yakuza Syndicate. The Tenryu Gumi operates a lending firm called Takarada Financing, and these two have been tasked with collecting outstanding debts. They've already collected from one client today. Next, they plan on grabbing lunch before heading off to find their final target. Sorry, next target. Should I jump now? I don't even know where we're jumping to. I forget what we were doing. Oh, right. Right, I say. As luck would have it, they soon found a crowd in their path, backs turned towards them. Look at these fucking goons in the back. Excited voices rose up from the throng. Whoa, what's the deal? Something going on? It's a street fight. A fight, as the name implies, takes place out on the street. Typically using bare hands and no weapons. Even a barehanded fight can result in serious injuries, though, which is why they're pretty illegal. Achi clutched Hitomi's hand good and tight. Whatever you do, don't let go. Without a moment's hesitation, he plowed his way through the crowd. Emerging on the far side of the gathering, Achi saw the main road ahead. Cars were zipping past in a steady stream. What do we do? Oh, I wonder if we can get a pickup by Kano and Stanley, bro. There were too many cars for them to rush across the street without getting hit. But they couldn't exactly just sit and wait for the light to change. And they certainly couldn't go back the way they came. Their pursuers were getting closer and closer. Hitomi! Achi shouted. We're going across. What? Dragging Hitomi by the hand, Achi darted out into the street. Moving purely by instinct, he wove his way through the gaps between the speeding cars. Oh my god, oh my god. You know, we were supposed to cause a delay for Kano and co. When they were halfway across, a car slammed onto its brakes to keep from hitting them, causing several cars behind it to crash into one another. The multi-vehicle pileup plunged the roadway into total chaos. As a result of this chaos, traffic in the nearby area will be at a standstill for a while on their way to the Syndicate hideout. Shinya Kano and Jack Stanley have gotten caught in this traffic jam. We'll have to go there in a minute. In a matter of moments, the street was clogged with a long line of stopped vehicles. Achi and Hitomi's pursuers remained on the other side and did not pursue. Okay, that was crazy. Hitomi panted as she caught her breath. Well, you know what they say. Oh, idle feet are the devil's playthings. Hands! It's Idol's hands. Whatever, at least they gotten away. And it just ruined a lot of people's days. Come on, let's go. Achi led the way down several twisting side streets before slowing his pace. By now, Hitomi was slumped and panting heavily. He wanted to give her some time to rest, but if they just hung around, their pursuers might still find them. He looked around and spotted a multi-tenant building. The nearest door was open. Bundles of flyers were set out near the entrance. Oops. Go back. I didn't click this one. Flyers for Aura, the 22nd performance by the theater troupe The Wandering Angels. It tells the tale of a man named Ryu looking back on his 100-year life as a warrior. The performance features wire action as its major set piece, with Ryu and his rival Shido flying high through the air, doing battle with the magical Muramasa blade and the beam saber respectively. Here, I'm gonna hop once again. I'm gonna jump. A hop, skip, and a jump. Hello. The car moved at a glacial pace towards the crime syndicate's hangout. Stanley pounded his fists on the steering wheel in frustration. They had no sooner set out than the traffic slowed to a near standstill. Despite the occasional lurch, it never crept above a crawl. Kano stewed in the passenger seat. The case was rapidly getting out of hand. Now he had to worry about the safety of both Maria and her sister Hitomi. Never mind the fact that Detective Tateno had also gone missing. There were too many unknowns, too many uncertainties. His unease was growing unbearable. Also, Tateno hasn't radioed in, and, we can't reach him from our end either. Kuze's words kept echoing inside Kano's head. What could have caused Tateno to drop out of contact? Oh my god, you eyes. Someone had to have gone after Hitomi while Kano and the others were busy trailing the attaché case. Oh. Wait. So does that mean Tateno has something to do with it? Because he was trying to kill Hitomi. Why would he be doing that? I don't know. Someone had gone after Hitomi while Kano and the others were busy trailing the attaché case. Or maybe he meant that, like, no, he said she has to die. Wait, what? I don't know. Could Tateno have been... No, it couldn't be. Kano was sure that Tateno would have done whatever was necessary to keep Hitomi safe. I don't know. Stanley, I'm kind of sus right now. I don't know. Stanley broke the long silence. What's going on in your mind? Still thinking about that call from Kuze? Kano didn't answer. Look, if you're worrying about that other detective, the guy couldn't even protect one girl. Stanley continued. Not exactly a ringing endorsement. Don't you talk about Detective Tateno like that. I'm concerned about Hitomi Osawa, but the missing attaché case needs to come first. Stanley's expression remained stone cold. Steve Austin. Back to staring out the window. Oh, sorry. Kano flashed him a sidelong glare, then went back to staring out the window. A moment later, a flurry of motion in a nearby alley caught his eye. With a start, he recognized Sasayama. His fellow detective was caught up in an altercation with a man in dark clothes. Kano sprang into action, his body moving almost before his mind registered the situation. Sasayama! Flinging the door open, he leapt out of the car. Hey, wait! Stanley called after him. Yeah, you're in traffic anyways. But Kano was already sprinting toward the fight. He's like, I gotta get my Pookie Bear. Oh my god. Oof. The other man knocked Sasayama onto a pile of garbage. As Sasayama struggled to get back to his feet, his opponent looked down at him with a triumphant sneer. Oh my gosh. Kano finally got a good look at the man, and his eyes flashed with recognition. Do I know this guy? How do I know this man? It was the perp who'd first taken the attaché case back at the Scramble. Tariq Al-Karawan? I'm so sorry, I butchered that shit. You! Kano growled. Baby, I'm praying on you tonight. He sped like a bullet to tackle Al-Karawan around the legs. But he already stepped aside. What? Kano's arms closed on nothing but air. Oh, this guy, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even realize that he had a name. At the same moment, El Karawan definitely wrapped an arm around Kano's neck. Oh god, he's killing me, he's killing me. Kano felt a vice-like pressure on his carotid artery. A move known as the front choke sleeper hold. Constricting the carotid artery stops blood flow to the brain, causing the opponent to lose consciousness. Also known as a guillotine choke. His consciousness quickly began to slip away, bro. Where's Stanley? Stanley, where are you? Quickly began to slip away. Oh no, you don't. Oh no, you don't, he snarled. Lowering his center of gravity, he got hold of one of Al-Karawan's legs and used his shoulder as a fulcrum against it. Ugh. Despite the arm still crushing his neck, Kano managed to lift his opponent high into the air. Oh my god. Oh my god, suplex! He continued the movement and to heave Al-Karawan up and over himself, slamming him upside down onto the heap of trash. Bro, you couldn't show up like 2 seconds earlier, bruh? Stanley strolled up to the aftermath of the struggle. Well, you've got the brawn part down, he said. Need some work on the brains. Are you the brains? are you the brains to his brawn, or like what's up? Was sprawled out on top of refuse. He'd been knocked out cold. Damn. Sasayama coughed and sputtered. Kano went to help him to his feet, but Stanley stepped in between them. What are you doing? Stanley asked. Helping Sasayama? What does it look like? We need to apprehend Alcaron first. He's not even conscious. Sasayama can come first. He pushes Stanley aside and crouched down alongside his partner. Oh my god, he's jealous. Are you alright? He asked. Yeah, Sasayama groaned. You bailing me out, though. You bailing me out, though? Can't let the missus know about that. Mum's the word, Kano said. He slipped an arm underneath Sasayama and helped him to his feet. I managed to find the guy who had the attaché case, Sasayama said. But when I tried to arrest him, this fella came out of nowhere and attacked me. He flashed Alcaron a nasty look. So here we go again, disobeying direct orders, Stanley huffed. What's the deal with Japanese police, anyway? He shook his head in exasperation. Hey, how about you go arrest him, bro? Like, what do you mean? He's like, we gotta arrest him. Okay, you go arrest him. I'm gonna go help my goddamn partner. What are you talking about? Sasayama gave Kano a puzzled look, jerking his thumb at the American. Who's this guy? It's a long story, Kano said. He filled Sasayama in on the situation. Enough chit-chat. Hurry up and cuff this guy, Stanley said. Kano knelt down by Alcaron's unconscious body, flipped him over, and proceeded to cuff his hands behind his back. Kano paused. Alcaron's sleeve had slid back from his wrist. What's this? Oh man, I have enough to end stream now. Nuke time? Up to you, man. Up to you. I don't have any control over it. What's this? I think it does say skull. And then it's like a scorpion tattoo. I mean, clearly it's not a real tattoo because it does not at all look like a real tattoo. It's definitely fake, like the temporary one. The unconscious man had a tattoo of a two-headed scorpion on his left forearm. Stanley strode over. You find something? He asked. Yes, I think this guy might be the ringleader. Seeing the image had reminded Kano of something he'd heard back at headquarters, that the head of the foreign syndicate had a scorpion tattoo. He relayed this information to Stanley. I see. Stanley called up Kuze on his cell. You'll be happy to know the guy with the attaché case is still at large, he said. Apprehending the ringleader at this point shouldn't be an issue. One of your so very capable subordinates gave us a big step forward in the case here. Wait a second, Sasayama murmured. That was sarcasm, wasn't it? Stanley hung up and called over to him. Think you can escort this guy back to the precinct? Yeah, sure, seeing how very capable I am. Kano felt his phone vibrate. Who's messaging me right now? The display showed an incoming call from Rumi. No, my fiance and her dumb dad, bro. Hello? Hello, he answered rarely, keeping his voice down. Stanley had him a little on edge. It's me. It was Shizuo. Damn it! Kano thought he did not have time for this right now. But if he just hung up, he might be in even deeper hot water. Kano decided he'd have to take that risk. He hung up the phone. Decided he'd better listen to what the old man had to say. Kano decided he'd better listen to what the old man had to say. Hello, sir. I'm afraid I'm not really at liberty to take a personal call right now, even if it is for my father-in-law. He did his best to sound apologetic. I'm not your father-in-law. Yes, of course. Sorry, sir. He bowed his head reflexively, feeling like an idiot. You really don't give a damn about keeping me waiting like this, do you? I'm at work! Like, what? I don't get it, bro. This man makes me want to crash out. He's like, you should be meeting me instead of being at work and providing for my daughter. Sir, I swear to you, I feel terrible. Please, I just... Flustered, he took a deep breath and recomposed himself. I promise you, sir. I promise I'll be there. You can just wait a little while. Don't make promises you can't keep. Shizuo's barking rebuke made Kano break out into a sweat. You think I'm gonna let you off the hook just because you're working a case? This is exactly why I don't want my daughter with some detective. Great, another angry tirade. But didn't you used to be a detective, sir? Kano muttered. You watch yourself, you little brat. It's not enough that you keep calling me your father-in-law. Now you have to bring that up. Evidently, Kano had touched a raw nerve. Oop. Ever have a dentist hit a nerve while drilling a tooth? This is where that expression comes from. It seemed like nothing he said only made matter. It seemed like anything he said only made matters worse. Well, you're not off the hook, Shizuo. So I must have to just hang up on his ass. Shizuo continued. I am never letting my daughter marry the likes of you. And now I have to kill myself. His fury hitting its crescendo, Shizuo promptly hung up. And then I cried. Why on earth did Shizuo hold such intense malice towards police detectives when he'd been one himself? Kano had become a detective for Rumi's sake in the first place, and now it was the biggest thing holding him back. Hey, come on, let's go. Stanley's voice snapped Kano out of his daze. Grimly, he followed the American back to the car. Yet again, Stanley was thumping the steering wheel in frustration. I kind of want to see if I just like don't answer this, what happens. I'd just be like, hello, oh hey, and then just hang up, like pretend the call got cut or something. Kind of hung up the phone. It promptly rang again, however. Sorry, father-in-law, I really can't talk. I'm in the middle of work right now. I'm not your father. Okay, so it didn't matter. Sorry, anyway, bye. Kano bowed politely to his mental image of Rumi's irate father as he hung up once more. Wow, I sure hope this doesn't have bad consequences. The phone rang yet again. Sir, I'm sorry, I'm really in the... Mr. Endo, this is Dr. Saiki calling from Shibuya Central Hospital. Huh? This wasn't Shizuo. Kano didn't recognize the voice at all. Mr. Endo, are you there? Sorry, I think you have the wrong number. My apologies. I'm in a bit of a hurry, I must have misdialed. The caller hung up. Who the heck was that? He stared in incredulously as the phone rang once more. Oh, this is terrible. However, whoever it was, they were shouting frantically. Once again, whoever it wasn't Shizuo. Oh my god, did he like leak my number, bro? Hana and I, we got separated. What? Who? I don't know what to do. It doesn't matter if I get away, if they wind up catching Hana. I'm like getting calls from all the people because they said Endo, which is Aichi's last name. And now Hana, which is the little girl with the guy that Minorikawa's with. Please, you have to help me find her. The man on the other end of the line sounded like he was on the verge of tears. Hana wasn't sure what it was all about, but the guy was clearly in a pretty bad way. Please, Minorikawa, I'm begging you. Huh? I'm sorry, sir. I think you have the wrong person. By the time Kano had gotten the words out, the man had already hung up. Hey, come on, let's go. Stanley's voice snapped Kano out of his daze. Ugh. Grimly, he followed the American back to the car. Yet again, Stanley was thumping the steering wheel in frustration. Oh my goodness. traffic hadn't let up one bit. It was starting to look like they might never make it to the foreign syndicate's hangout. Kano caught sight of a girl in a hoodie weaving her way between the stopped cars on foot. He rolled down the window and called out to her. Miku Morita was a fighter at the cosplay fighting pub Bride, but just decided to retire after losing to Tama the cat in a street fight. She's thinking about what to do with herself now. Do we win somehow? What? He rolled down the window and called out to her. Excuse me, miss. Did something happen?
Huh? What do you mean?
With the road, I mean. What's with all the traffic?
Oh, right. Apparently there was some big accident over by the train station. That's probably what's causing it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think you guys are gonna be going anywhere for quite a while.
She smiled and went on her way. Stanley gave the steering wheel another punch. Well, I guess they did say this wasn't just some typical ransom case, he muttered. Kano saw an opportunity. If they're not after the money, then what are they after? Stanley kept his eyes forward, acting as if he hadn't heard. Look, Kano said, I can't help you if you just keep me out of the loop. After a few moments of thought, Stanley replied with a single monosyllable. They love using that word. Drugs. Drug moment. What? Maria's father, Kenji Osawa. I assume you're aware he works for Okoshi Pharmaceutical. Right? I am. Nothing's been made public yet, but Osawa recently oversaw the development of a new drug. It is not at all uncommon for a new drug to be in development for 15 years or more, with expenses totaling 20 to 30 billion yen, roughly 200 to 300 million US dollars, before it is approved. Worldwide demand and sensational profits can be expected if a groundbreaking medicine is developed. Nonetheless, pharmaceutical companies are often under major pressure due to the tremendous cost of labor and equipment. Isn't that crazy? Like, why do things cost money? Just fucking give it to me. You know, right? Like, what do you mean? Isn't that crazy? Like, we don't... Like, why do we need money to do things? It's stupid. Just give it to me. And someone is trying to get their hands on it. Oh, I need to sip my drink. Connor's mind latched onto this new information, trying to assemble the pieces of an evolving puzzle. Someone? Who? An international criminal mastermind. This foreign syndicate is merely a tool in someone else's game. Kano regarded Stanley's face carefully. He looked more cold and serious than ever. That would be socialism, and it sadly had very poor success over the years. I mean, I'm not saying you don't have to pay for everything all the time. But isn't it crazy that's, like, to develop... I don't know, like, what about it costs the money for, like, making or, like, trying to do research like that? For, like, shit. I guess it costs, the machines and stuff. I feel like certain things shouldn't cost money. I don't know. I think we should bring back trading and bartering. No more paper money. Just start trading goats. Probably a combo of acquiring the materials and paying the scientist. That makes sense. Connor regarded Stanley's face carefully and looked more cold and serious than ever. So wait. Does that mean that the reason we're letting the syndicate walk around unfettered is on my orders? Yes. I see. So the only thing you're really concerned with is catching the international mastermind. Precisely. Kano felt like he was starting to get a picture of what sort of person Stanley was. So you don't really care what happens to the girl who's been abducted, do you? Not particularly, no. Fuck you. How about that? Why? Do you have a problem with that? Of course I do! What do you mean? I hate it here. Kano clenched his fist. His hand was shaking with anger. What does this say? I can't read Japanese. Dictum number 8. When you really want to punch something, you really probably shouldn't. Kano recited the words inwardly like some sort of desperate mantra. If he didn't manage to calm himself down, he was liable to slam his fist right into Stanley's face. Outside the car, the traffic remained at a standstill. Kano chafed against a feeling of utter futility. One after another, his uncertainties came to nag at him. Was Maria still safe? What happened to Hitomi and Tateno, her bodyguard? And now, on top of all this, it struck Kano as rather careless to send Sasayama away with Al Karawan without any backup. Now that Jack had alerted him to the presence of a dangerous international mastermind still on the loose. Fighting back his fit of pique, Kano got out his cell phone. To do something impulsively out of irritation, resentment, or the like, similar to doing something in a huff. He dialed up Sasayama. He wanted to make sure his partner had gotten Al Karawan back to the precinct. He dialed up Detective Kajiwara, who was stationed at the Osawa residence. He hoped a little more information about the family's 2 daughters might shed some light. I mean, if we call him, what if we distract him or something? Let's call it Kajiwara. He dialed up Detective Kajiwara, who was stationed at the Osawa residence. He hoped a little more information about the family's 2 daughters might shed some light on the situation. The detective answered promptly. Kajiwara here. Hey, it's Kano. Kano? A horrid jarring beeping was audible from the other end of the line. What's that noise? Kano asked. Sorry, hold on, I can't really hear you. There's a beeping noise. Okay, go on. It sounded like Kajiwara had moved away from the source of the noise, though Kano could still hear it faintly in the background. He explained that he was looking for more info on the Osawa girls. Honestly, Detective Kano, I thought you were more mature than this, Kajiwara said disapprovingly. Come again? Kano said bewildered. What's with this attitude all of a sudden? You've got a little crush, don't you? Kajiwara told him. What? No, Detective, that isn't why. You mustn't let yourself get personally attached to the investigation. Still, I was young and impulsive once. I guess I can tell you one thing. Kano kept his cell phone pressed tight against his ear. The 2 girls, they look exactly alike. Kajiwara kept his voice low as if he were revealing a major secret. But Kano knew this already. Everyone assigned to the investigation had been informed that the girls were twins at the previous night's briefing. However, Kajiwara continued, still Soto Voke? Their personalities are pretty different. The younger sister, Tomi, is quiet and reserved, but Maria is apparently more of a busybody. I see. Kano thought back on Hitomi, standing in front of the statue of Hachiko. She had indeed seemed like an introvert, though Kano had also sensed her intense commitment to helping her sister. Perhaps she was less demonstrative, but her heart certainly seemed to be in the right place. Why? Kano heard someone shouting in the background wherever Kajiwara was. What was that just now? He asked. Mr. Osawa. The girl's father. I think something might have happened. Kajiwara's voice was laced with concern. I should go see what this was all about. What this is all about. Yeah, probably. But Kano, tell me... Yes? Which one is it? Which one do you have a crush on, bro? Shut the fuck up. Kano hung up. At long last, traffic began to move again. Almost as soon as they did, however, Stanley had to slam on the brakes. The abrupt stop made Kano smack his head against the windshield like, bitch, are you wearing your seatbelt? Hey, what gives? Look, Stanley said. He gestured with his chin. Oh, fuck. Kano couldn't believe his eyes. There, walking along the sidewalk ahead, was Al Karawan, very much not in custody. What the hell? Kano shouted, already hopping out of the car. Stanley was right behind him. They crept on their target as silently as possible, then rushed him once they were close. In a moment, they had subdued him. Kano used his own body weight to hold Al Karawan down. What are you doing out here? He demanded. Whoa, hey, guess you didn't get the memo, huh? Al Karawan flashed a coy grin. They let me go. Let you go? I think your buddy here might have hearing problems, Al Karawan said to Stanley. I'm a free man. Kano turned and glared at Stanley. What is he talking about? No idea. First things first, get this guy back to the precinct. I'll head to the syndicate hangout by myself. You don't think this is weird? Kano asked. I mean, what the heck is this guy doing on the loose again? What matters is that he is free. Maybe he's telling the truth about being let go. But that's ridiculous. Then I guess he must have escaped on his own, Stanley replied. In either case, your buddy screwed up royally. Now it's on you to unscrew things. None of this sat right with Kano, but the fact remained that he couldn't just let Al Karawan go. He gave Stanley detailed directions to the hangout, and the car sped away towards Yoyogi. Then Kano headed back to the precinct with his captive, trying to reassure himself that he might learn something from questioning Al Karawan that would help resolve the case. Bro. Kano sat opposite Al Karawan in the interrogation room. He'd been attempting to interview the suspect for about a quarter of an hour. Al Karawan sat rimrod stiff, not responding to any prompts or questions. What time is it right now? He asked. They'd taken away his watch, his wallet, a small knife, and his keychain. This was the third time he'd asked to know the time. Why are you so concerned with what time it is? Kano asked. Al Karawan gave no reply. Are you waiting on something? Again, the suspect was staunchly silent. Kano wasn't sure what to make of this, but he took a look at his watch. It's around 2 o'clock, he said. The time exactly. It's 2:18. 2:18 in how many seconds? Look, just cut the crap. Kano grabbed the prisoner by his collar. What the hell are you people after? Al Karawan merely repeated his question. What time is it right now? With a growl of aggravation, Kano shoved his wristwatch in Al Karawan's face. It's 2:20, Al Karawan said. Okay then, that should do it. What? What does that mean? The interrogation went on for several more hours. Despite Kano's best efforts, however, Al Karawan said nothing more. During all that time, the case continued to develop in unexpected ways, but Kano, stuck in the interrogation room, knew nothing about it until everything was already over and done. Bad end. While Kano performed admirably in capturing Tariq Al-Kawan, ironically, his action actually disrupted the investigation. Maybe letting the syndicate run free for the time being really was the right call. Someone can do something at 1340 that throws a wrench into Kano's activities. Thanks to the involvement of unrelated parties, and Kano's reaction will make the investigation play out differently. Okay. 340 they said? Or 345? Let's see. Oh, okay. There's options we could do. Oh, I guess we could see how this plays out. We never got to see how this goes. We'll do the fight and then maybe wrap it up for today. Isn't that a little unfair? Blah, 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 blah. We did this part already. Shadow boxing. What's the deal? There's a street fight. The sales demo has already started by now. I don't have time to goof around here. I watch as Miku starts up her footwork. A left jab. She's quick. I can see why she's the champion. Yeah! She immediately follows up with a jab with a wide right hook. A type of punch involves swinging the arm in a wide arc to strike the opponent from the side. In mixed martial arts bouts, it is common to see a fighter continue the momentum from a hook to catch the opponent by the arm, transitioning immediately into a takedown and pin. I jerk aside at the last possible moment and deliver a swat to Miku's shoulder. Whoa! She slips off her balance and pitches forward. Oh wow, what was that? The crowd started clamoring. Miku rights herself and gets back into a fighting stance. What the? How? She doesn't seem to know what just happened. This time I watch as she unleashes a kick with her left leg from a distance. On reflex, I bring up my right hand and adopt a guarding stance. Gotcha, she calls out. It was a feint. There's a visceral whump as a second kick connects, coming at me from a different angle. Whoa, what gives? My big mascot head serves to cushion the blow to the point that I barely feel it. But earlier when I donked heads with somebody else, that really hurt. Hi-ya! She proceeds to unleash a string of additional kicks with her left leg, trying to defeat my fuzzy armor. Eventually I catch hold of her foot. Holding her off balance, I begin to walk her backwards, making her hop awkwardly on one leg. Glah! A casual flip of my paw and Miku goes whirling through the air. Oh! The crowd erupts into cheering and applause at the spectacle. Phew, you're tough. Who the heck are you? As you can see, I am a cat. A wry smile comes to Miku's face. To think a bride competitor would lose in a street fight. Guess it's time to go back to being an ordinary girl. Today is the day I retire. Phew. Good match there. Miku clasps my hand firmly. But hey, I'm glad that my last opponent was you. What the fuck is going on right now? I hoist up the boxes of the diet drink. So, how much does this come to? I asked the sales clerk. He shakes his head. Oh, don't worry about payment. You've more than earned it just now with that spectacular display just now. That was really something. Heck, even I'm shocked at what just happened. It's amazing what a little desperation will do for you. So, that move you used, was that some jujitsu, yeah? A traditional Japanese martial art that emphasizes learning to anticipate an opponent's first move and instantaneously counterattack. Skilled practitioners can toss and throw opponents with a simple touch. The art predates the development of the more pacifist Aikido, and so some dangerous techniques still remain. Huh? Oh, I guess. I tilt my head non-committally. Come now, no need to be so humble. I'm a martial arts fanatic. I know my moves when I see them. Knick-Knack shop owner Taisei Yasuda watches roughly 350 martial arts fights a year. He is particularly fond of Brazilian jiu-jitsu and is thinking about studying it himself. There's a dojo he's been eyeing, but he's rather timid and has thus far only waffled non-committally outside the entrance to the place. He can call it whatever he wants if he's letting me have the drinks for free. This is going to be a lifesaver. Is that all the shopping you'll be doing with us today, he asks. Actually, come to think of it, I do have one request. I say, sure thing. Could you please not sell that necklace there? I promise I'll be back to buy it later. Sure, no problem, the sales clerk gives a deep bow. I did it. I managed to solve my burning hammer problem. Now I've just got to get back to the store's the sales demo. Oh, that must be awfully heavy. Here, why don't you use that dolly? The sales clerk indicates the hand truck over in the corner. Oh, thanks so much. I load the pile of boxes onto the cart and rush back to the Nokane building. No fucking way, I just hit somebody. By now the sales demo will be well underway. I need to get back as soon as I can. If there's nothing to buy, the customers are going to leave, and everything I've gone through will have been for nothing. Come on, Tama, you can do it. Just gotta hurry. I charge for the demo, pushing the dolly ahead of me like a battering ram. Ah, oops. Sorry to keep you waiting. You're late. What the heck have you been doing? Mr. Yanagashita practically throws himself at me. The weight must have been killing him. Standing behind him is a man I don't recognize. Who is that guy? He doesn't look like a customer. Okay, Tama, just come with me for a minute. I follow Mr. Yanagashita into the break room. Sorry I'm late. There was a whole bunch of stuff that happened. But look, I got the product back. I proudly open up one of the cardboard boxes. Ah, it's Burning Hammer. It really is. Yanagashita clutches the box close, nuzzling it with his cheek. How's the demo going? I ask. I've got Chiri keeping them occupied with some magic tricks. I sneak a peek through the door and see Chiri guzzling orange juice from a gigantic container, draining it in one go. Is that really a magic trick? If it buys us time, it's magic enough. Before long, the last of the juice is gone. Over the corner of the stage, I see 6 more huge containers, all likewise empty. It's shocking to think that she may have drunk all 7 of those things dry. The audience erupts into sincere applause, like they've forgotten what they were originally came here for. Chiri comes back to the break room, positively drenched in sweat. Oh, I think I should have stuck to doing imitations for a little longer. No, that was fantastic, Chiri, Mr. Yanagashita says. Just fantastic. Thanks to you, we had enough time to get the Burning Hammer back. He bows profusely. Alright, now time's for the main event. Chiri, go out there and guzzle down some Burning Hammer. Get yourself all drenched in sweat. Got it? Aye, aye, boss. And Tama, just go up there and smile all big and say, this helped me lose a bunch of weight too. Got it? Got it. Good. Now then, Yanagashita gestures to a man I hadn't noticed before, who'd been waiting quietly nearby. Of course, begging your pardon, miss. It's a service rep from the rental shop, who proceeds to try to get... of course, begging your pardon, miss. It's a service rep from the rental shop, who proceeds to try to get me out of my mascot suit. Masamichi Fukuma, employee of the Far East Costume Rentals, the only son of company president Shigemichi Fukuma. He is one of the few people who know what Shigemichi looks like, as his father is usually clad in a rabbit costume. Is your dad William Afton, bro? Huh? It's the power of anime and friendship. Oh gosh. Masamichi, and this is fucking Michael. Michael! His name starts with M. Ignore the fact that the dad's name doesn't match at all. Masamichi has harbored a strong dislike for both his father and mascot costumes ever since the old man showed up at school on Parents' Day one year dressed in his inevitable rabbit suit. God, this might just be Michael Afton's life. Nonetheless, the son has acquiesced to his father's wishes, and someday he'll inherit the family business. I wouldn't be surprised if this is an actual FNAF reference. I wish. I don't think FNAF existed when this game came out. Actually, I don't know when this game came out, but if it was before 2014, then FNAF did not exist. Oh, that's odd. The rental guy tilts his head. What's the matter? Yanagashita asks nervously. Ah, yeah. This is a no-go. The rental guy pokes his finger at the back of my suit. This here zipper, it's all jammed up. It's gonna take a long time to get this thing off. What the hell? Mr. Yanagashita clutches the side of his head. The rental guy tries tugging at the costume from various angles, hoping to free up the zipper, but like he said, it's no use. Meow. The rental guy's eyes widen at the sudden sound of a cat's mewling. Was that you? He looks at me, confused. Did you hear a cat meowing? Yes. Was it you? No, not me. I'm as surprised as he is. Must be hearing things. Mr. Yanagashita and Chiri don't seem to have heard anything. Bah! Yanagashita's fuming. Just my luck. Finally find a cute model and the crowd's never going to see her. Hey, boss, Chiri says. The customers are gonna leave if you keep them waiting much longer. What do we do? Want me to go out there and do some more impressions? Chiriko's repertoire of impressions. A sea lion yawning, a harbor seal hailing a cab, a walrus reading sutras, a fur seal who can't reach the itchy spot on its back, a Stellar's sea lion taking a nap. No, we don't have any choice. Tama, you're just gonna have to go out there dressed like that. Are you sure? I ask. If those people go home, we're done for, he exclaims. Just get out there and get started. I'm counting on you two. Ladies, terribly sorry to have kept you waiting. Chiri and I spring into action on stage. But now I'm proud to introduce you to the worldwide sensation that is Burning Hammer, the latest product from the West that has taken the diet world by storm. Every seat in the house is packed. That means there's about 40... Oh, sorry. Every seat in the house is packed. That means about 40 people here. We only need to sell 5 bottles to each customer in order to sell out. Oh my god. I'm hit with a sudden jolt of motivation. Allow us to explain just how this revolutionary new diet drink works its magic, Chiri begins. The plan is for me to describe how the drink works, and then Chiri will demonstrate it with a taste test. All eyes are fixed on us. I begin. For the first time in human history, you can drink a single bottle and lose a whole kilogram. Just drink and burn that excess weight away. Astonished gasps rise from the crowd. Just take a look at this marvelous red liquid. Even looking at it makes you feel like you'll be shedding weight, right? Here's how Burning Hammer works. It activates the capsaicin found in chili peppers, obviously. It's a primary spice component of chili peppers. Said to be effective for improving blood flow and stimulating the burning of fat. Because it is a severe skin and eye irritant, it is also an ingredient in forms of pepper spray for personal defense. I pause to take a deep breath before continuing. And, rapidly breaks down the triglycerides responsible for causing obesity. Though the term is frequently used in recent years to simply refer to the state of being overweight, obesity in the clinical sense is a medical condition involving related health issues, including excess body fat. Oh god, all this stuff. Jesus Christ. Again, the crowd hums with excitement. This response is better than I could have hoped. We're off to a terrific start. And now this young lady here will demonstrate Burning Hammer's effects before your very eyes. Chiri steps into the spotlight. Just wait till you see how much she sweats. Proof that the fat is being burned right there on the spot. Chiri holds a bottle of Burning Hammer up high. Oh my gosh, she's gonna die. Cheers, she says. She opens the bottle. However, one woman in the front now speaks up. Hold on, she's already sweating pretty hard. She's right, Chiri's drenched in sweat from head to toe. Oh god. Another woman chimes in suspicious. Oh, that juice drinking from earlier, that was all just to make her sweat like that, weren't it? Oh no. All of a sudden, the crowd is in an uproar. No, not at all. Drinking Burning Hammer makes you sweat way more than this. I rush to towel off Chiri's sweat off her. Go on, hurry up. Drink it down. Chiri's face screws up unpleasantly as she gulps down the bottle. And the sweat doesn't come. We're screwed, you guys. It's Jover. It's Jover. God, why isn't it working? I exclaimed, the audience momentarily forgotten. Guess I've already sweated out too much, Chiri replies unfazed. Well, why were you sweating so much? Look, you were taking forever at the 100-yen shop! The crowd shifts from uproar into riot. Did she just say 100-yen shop? Oh my god. God damn it. Oh my god. I can't have shit in this house. The customers are close again. No, that's not it. You got it all wrong. Please just listen. Oh, we can see what's going on here. The situation's got out of control. Looks like this product is so valuable that a 100 yen shop is about the only way we can get it. Uh-oh, I think I just put my foot in it. The customers glare at me, their eyes bright with rage. Please let me apologize. Asking for forgiveness seems the only way possible. Haha, kidding, kidding. That was just a joke. I've got the place off smooth. Gotta play it off smooth. Haha, kidding, kidding. That was just a joke. I've gotta play this off smooth. I mean, seriously, there's no way you'd find something this high quality in a 100 yen shop. Sweat is streaming down my brow. Really now? Says one of the women in the crowd. How about we find out? She takes her cell phone. I know someone who runs one of those stores. Wait, let's not be hasty now. Wait, what's wrong? Oh, it's just... You don't need to go out of your way like that. You said you were joking, didn't you? So it shouldn't matter if I make the call, right? Well... Ahem. Ahem. I slip into a nervous coughing fit. I'm absolutely sweating bullets inside my cat suit now. Tama! Shouts Mr. Yanagashita as he rushes out of the break room. The heck are you doing? Abort! Abort! He howls. If you let these people know the truth about this stuff, they'll never buy it. Uh-oh. Now you've done it. Shiri doesn't hesitate to point a finger at him. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah! Oh, whoops. Realizing what he just blurted out, Mr. Yanagashita is aghast. Now there really is no way of saving this. The customers descend upon Mr. Yanagashita, their wrath of terror to behold. So then it is true. What the hell are you trying to pull? I can't believe you tried to sell this crap for these prices. The throng goes on the attack. Help! Chiri and I force our way through the angry mob, hoping to find some way to calm these people down.
Help! Help! Help me!
Cursing and profanity fill the air. Oh god!
Help!
Help me!
Help me!
Help me! The shouts are accompanied by merciless open hand slaps. I mean, at least I'm in my suit. I get a little bit of protection. I get all jostled and tumbled about, and my mascot costume takes a bad beating. Finally, the storm passes. Oh my god. No, don't play with women, bruh. It's over. It's all over. Mr. Yanagashita wails to the empty room. So, boss, about getting paid. Even Chiri seems hesitant to ask. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, obviously. Yanagashita doesn't so much as look up. His shoulders slump further in defeat. I'll take payment in kind then, Chiri says. Mind if I take this burning hammer home with me? Sure, Yanagashita says lifelessly. Go right ahead. Alright, I'll be off then. Later, Tama. Chiri picks up the cardboard boxes and heads out. Sir? It's the man from the rental place. I believe you still owe me for the costume rentals. Oh, right. How much was it again? Mr. Yanagashita rummages in his pockets. Well, given the severe damage, I'm afraid I have to add the full cost of the catsuit to your bill. Your total comes to 200,000 yen. Was that 200 yen? No, sir, 200,000. Sorry, I can't hear at all. I think I might have ruptured my eardrum. 200,000 yen, sir. Okay. Yanagashita takes all the cash he has in his wallet and holds it out reluctantly. That's only 20,000, sir. The rental guy furrowed his brows. I'm afraid this won't cover it. I understand that, but I don't got no more than this. Don't got no more. Sir, please, you're not a child. Then give me a discount. Make it 20,000. Instead of the 200 you owe? You know I can't do that, sir. Mr. Yanagashita refuses to back down. Oh my god. Ah, that's right. Insurance. I got insurance in the event the suit wound up damaged. No, you didn't. No, I did. You did not, sir. No, I did. Then where's your paperwork to prove it? Yanagashita calmly claps a hand to his chest.
Right here. The paperwork is here inside my heart.
The rental guy clutches the sides of his head in exasperation. And believe me, I feel his pain. You know what? Never mind. I'm going to leave this to my boss. Shigemichi Fukuma, president and owner of Far East Costume Rentals. Notably for the fact that he's usually wearing his favorite rabbit costume. To Shigemichi, his costumes are like his children. If he were to hear that one of his suits had been ruined, he would probably never forgive Yanagashita, adding to the man's already considerable list of enemies. Turning his back on the ruins of the sales demo, he slumps his way out of the room. I love how you slipped into a New York accent when the rental guy started getting angry. Did I? Now it's just me and Mr. Yanagashita. Please try not to let it get you down so much, sir, I say as cheerfully as I can muster. He's already down on the floor, a sobbing mess. You wouldn't know what it's like to feel so utterly hopeless. I think I might have an idea, sir. In fact, I'm sure of it. At this point, there's nothing more I could possibly do. He slumps forward, trembling like a willow tree. Things will turn around soon enough, I'm sure. I don't know if it is, though, Tama. You don't know me like I know me, he says. There's not going to be any turnaround. Not after this. Okay, now this little pity party is starting to piss me off. You know, if you think you're the only person who's had a run of bad luck, you are dead wrong. I wind up shouting the words louder than I intended. Mr. Yanagashita whips his head back up. Yikes, where'd that come from?
I need to tell you something.
My pent-up emotions come surging to the surface.
I have amnesia.
Yanagashita's eyes go wide. What?
I can't remember anything from before this morning.
In short, amnesia. Amnesia can have a variety of causes. Psychogenic amnesia is caused by stress or psychological trauma, whereas in endogenous amnesia, a powerful blow to the head causes physical trauma to the brain. In the latter case, memories and other normal functions frequently return once the cranial nerves recover.
My name, how old I am, where I live, any of it. I would much rather be in your shoes, sir.
Mr. Yanagashita looks at me with a hint of disbelief. So where'd you get the name Tama, then?
I thought of it when I saw the tamagoyaki in those lunch boxes.
Ah, tamagoyaki. Tama. I get it. He claps himself on the thighs as if he had some big eureka moment. But wait, how come you lost your memories?
Well, I don't know for certain, obviously. I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure I took a hard blow to the head. When I came to, I was inside of a storehouse with a massive headache.
A storehouse? Am I Maria?
A storehouse?
A surge of vertigo washes through me as I recall waking up in that strange, dim place.
Yeah, I had just gotten out of there when you flagged me down, sir.
Huh? Really?
So is it pretty unnerving then, not knowing who you are?
He sounds like he's taking me seriously now. Yeah, it sure is, but it's not going to do me any good to just fret over it. And besides, I've got a clue. I don't know why I was reading in that voice like I was talking as Yanagashita. Yeah, it sure is, but it's not going to do me any good to just fret over it. And besides, I've got a clue. What sort of clue?
There's a necklace I saw at a knick-knack shop, the same place I found the burning hammer. Somehow I know that it's important to me.
And so you took this job so you could afford to buy it? I nod. Of course. Now that the job had ended in a total bust, I've lost my shot at getting it. Okay then. Mr. Yanagashita removes his shoe and yanks out the insole. Then here really is the last of my money. He pulls out 20,000 yen and adds it to the other 20,000 from his wallet and thrusts it all towards me. Here you go, he says. That includes the reimbursement for the burning hammer you picked up. I plucked up the two of the 10,000 yen bills between my fingertips. I actually didn't have to pay for it, so 20,000 yen we agreed upon is fine, but how about you, sir? Are you going to be okay? Like, after all this? Compared to your misfortune, mine are nothing. Hold on. Okay. Compared to your misfortune, mine are nothing. Is that true? Aren't you getting, like, hunted down by, like, Yakuza or something? They might send me up the creek without a paddle, but I'll bounce back somehow, I'm sure of it. And then, clutching his fist, Mr. Yanagashita gets a far-off look in his eye. And then one more time, I'm gonna go see a bride fight. My jaw nearly drops. Bride like the martial arts pub? Wait, you know about Bride? Man, I've spent so much money at that place. Wow, it is a small world. Especially that Miku. Hehehe. I wonder how much she has made me spend. Miku, huh? I'm pretty sure I just accidentally forced her into retirement, but I decided to keep quiet on that front. He nods. To be honest, the reason I borrowed all that money was to pay my tabs at that place. And I had to borrow from some pretty shady sources, too. I can't help but suspect that this poor guy got a real raw deal. Why don't you take that mascot costume with you? Huh? I mean, I don't really need it. No, I insist. Take it with my blessing. Sure. I'll be on my way then. Oh. Out in the hallway, I passed by the man I noticed earlier. The one I didn't recognize. Odd, the sales demo's over. I wonder why he's still here. I give him a faint nod and he nods back before slipping into the demo room. I should keep my fingers crossed for the guy. At last, I'm back outside the building. I feel bad about not returning the catsuit to the man from the rental place. Still, I can't just walk around town wearing this thing. I'll stick out like a sore thumb. I figure it's best to just leave it behind. And then it dawns on me. Hold on, I still can't get this thing off. It's time I skinned this cat. I need to get rid of this costume, whatever it takes. It's not worth the struggle. Guess the cat's staying in the bag. I figure I'll head to the knick-knack shop as is. Guess staying in the cat... Because, like, if we get out of the costume, then maybe he won't sell it to me. Because he's like, I sold it to a person in a cat mascot costume. That's not you. Guess this cat's staying in the bag. A popular folk entomology asserts that the expression, let the cat out of the bag, comes from the unscrupulous practices of certain farmers who would sell a pig at market only to deceive the buyers by, oh god, I don't know how to say this word, sorry, swapping out the purchased porker for a cat. The likelihood of anyone mistaking a cat, even one inside a bag, for a pig is, however, extremely low, let alone the likelihood that enough people would fall for such a scheme to warrant a phrase referring to it entering the language. Okay, so what's the actual way? I figure I'll head to the knick-knack shop as is. Keep out! And that is officially where we'll keep it for today. Get me out of here. Return to title screen? Yes, please. I hope it... Well, I think it did save, so I should be okay. But yeah, that was 428 Shibuya Scramble for today. And for once, we actually... that was me unplugging my controller, by the way. I was gonna say, for once, we didn't have my controller fuck up on me. So that was nice. That was nice, truly. But yeah, let me switch you guys over to the ending screen and get the lo-fi beats. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's stream. Next stream will be tomorrow with something. I don't even know. Something for sure. 100%. If you've not followed already, make sure to do so. Check all the stuff below. My brain is failing. And until next time, take care of yourselves. And I'll see ya. Bye, 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 guys. Bye, bye.